And we're back. Apologize for the technical difficulties as Millersville, after the kickoff went out of bounds by Santiago Haneo. On the first play, they got 16 yards across midfield. Second play, incompletion on that one. They got a reception to Kobe Miranda on the far side, and Miranda's going to take it all the way down to the 33-yard line of, for Seton Hill. 5:04 to go. Clock on the move. 7-0 in favor of Seton Hill. Shank. He's going to hand off to Miranda. Miranda bounces outside and gets inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Let's give him 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5 for Seton Hill at the 28. Now we have a timeout on the far side. Looks like they're maybe giving a warning to the, no, is there a flag down on that side? I can't see it. Maybe a sign line warning?
Oh, no, there is a penalty. There's a low block or clipping. It's on Millersville. I don't know. I didn't see the flag. I think it's over there, but yeah. So Millersville is going to back up here on the penalty.
And like I said, TJ, while we were away, Santiago Haneo kicked the ball out of bounds on the first play for Millersville. Xavier Jenkins got 16 yards, and then just as we were joined, right before we were joined, Kobe Miranda caught a pass from about the to about the 33, another gain of about 16. Made a nice catch on the far side and took it down the sideline. So now it's 1st and 10. It's going to be 1st and 20 at the 43. 4:33 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 in favor of Seton Hill. Shank firing deep. And he's got a man open, but overthrows him by about 2 yards. Kevin Wiggins was open, TJ, but he overthrew him by about 2 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 20.
Farden Allen and Noah Davis were in coverage there. But as you mentioned, just a little bit over Wiggins there. Yeah. Shank, I'm impressed with Shank's arm, Kurt. He can throw the ball.
That last drive for Seton Hill, 13 plays, 78 yards, capped by a 1-yard touchdown run by Evan Bird. Shank fires long this side, and it's overthrown and out of bounds. So that'll make it 3rd and long.
82, that was Jalen Gaither was the intended receiver. We do have a flag down.
It's in the area of roughing the passer. Generally, it's when it's that far back.
Yeah, the referee, I believe, threw it behind the play.
And that's what it's going to be.
Yep. Oh, boy.
I didn't see the penalty, but when the flag is back there 10 yards out of the line of scrimmage, that's tough because it was 3rd and 20. Seton Hill's defense could have got off the field with the stop, and now they're going to have to give up the 15 yards. And that'll be 1st and 10 to the 28. We're back where we more or less started from 3 plays ago.
Yep, because Millersville had that the 15-yard penalty.
7-0 in favor of Seton Hill. 4:18 to go here in the first quarter. Shank, he's going to hand off to Miranda.
Wow.
He's got room up the middle, bouncing inside the 10, near the 5-yard line. And a gain of 23 for Kobe Miranda. And now Seton Hill's going to try to get 4 reserves in quick as Millersville is trying to get the snap off before they get off. Shank's going to hand to Miranda up the middle. He's going to burrow his way near the 2. A flag is down in the end zone. We'll check the penalty. As you can see, the Millersville coaches on the far side trying to get their troops to hurry up.
Yeah.
And they almost caught Seton Hill with a too many men in the field penalty, but they did get off. And now there's a flag in the end zone. Generally, you see a flag in the end zone, it's generally against the defense. Yeah, they're gonna back. Looks like they're gonna half the distance to the goal. And they are gonna say too many men in the field, I believe.
Illegal substitution.
3:53 to go in the first. 7-0 in favor of Seton Hill.
Been impressed with Miranda so far for Millersville. Really good speed, good vision there, which you like to see from a running back.
It'll be 1st and goal inside the 3, called the 2. Shank to Miranda. Miranda puts his head down but gets stuffed to the line of scrimmage. And a nice play, first contact for Seton Hill.
Back the line, Games.
Was made by And here they come quickly, no huddle. No gain. Miranda again seeks the middle, but this time he gets stuffed from behind. And back-to-back tackles.
Well, that was Gaines.
He made back-to-back plays. Jaden Emberton Gaines, a redshirt freshman, stops him twice. First time with full contact, head-to-head, and now when he grabbed him by the ankle, so it's 3rd and goal from the 2. And we have a timeout, I believe, on the far side by Millersville, and they'll take a timeout.
Timeout.
2:47 to go here in the first quarter. That last drive for Seton Hill, TJ, beautiful drive as they took it 13 plays, 76 yards, took 4:42 off the clock. And again, it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown run by Evan Bird. And Christian Strong, starting strong, 8 of 9 for 60 yards.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, last week he was 7 of 23. And as we said, he was in and out of the game last week. But obviously, the Seton Hill offense looked a lot better on their second possession than they did on the first possession when they went 3 and out. So they put together a nice scoring drive there, and hopefully that gave them some confidence here. They're going to be able to continue to build off that as we go through the game here. And now on this side, we're seeing Millersville putting together a nice drive here. And now we need the Seton Hill defense to come up big here on 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line here as Millersville's trying to punch this one in.
2:47 to go first quarter. They start at their own 35. 3rd and goal for 2. Shank, high snap. He's going to hand off to Miranda, bouncing outside, but they got him. And they're trying to, the offensive line's trying to pull him into the end zone. And he's going to be short. It'll be just inside the 1-yard line. 3 running plays to Kobe Miranda if they got down here throwing the ball. And, you know, sometimes that's tough, TJ, trying to run the ball out of the gun like that because the running back's already 3-4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. He's got to get to the line of scrimmage first and then get the yards.
And Miranda goes limping off, too.
He was their leading rusher last week in reserve.
Yeah, he tried to, as you see, tried to go to the outside, then he cut back to the inside, but the Griffins were there, and here we go on 4th and goal now. Griffin's going to try to stop him one more time here.
2 minutes to go. 4th and goal from the 1. And we have a timeout. I believe this time it was Seton. No, it's going to be timeout by Millersville again. They're second on this drive.
Yep.
Actually second from the inside the 2-yard line.
Yeah, so they only have 1 left the rest of the half here.
Let's take a 30-second break with 1:58 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 in favor of Seton Hill. You're watching Griffin football exclusively on WestmorelandSports.com.
An engagement ring from Beakley & Company Jewelers? A carefully curated collection of rings. Our in-house design team can also help you design the perfect ring. Competitive with internet pricing. Service work done on the premises. Fast. Receive a Bridal Gifts of Celebration gift bag. Our gift to you with special offers from local vendors. Receive a $100 gift card for a future purchase. We're a family-owned business, and your experience will be informative and fun. The gem in the heart of Greensburg with convenient evening hours.
4th and goal from the 1. Shank under center this time. Quarterback sneak, and they stack him up, but he gets pushed into the end zone by one of his linemen, and that'll be a touchdown initial surge. Shank was stopped at the line of scrimmage, but I believe it was one of the big offensive linemen, Sean Naughton, the center, who may have pushed him through. Let's check the replay. That was his fullback who actually pushed him through Pearson Henkel, because they had the initial penetration stop. And back in the day when I was playing football, TJ, that would be a penalty on the offense, but not anymore. And a flag is down on the extra point. That was called aiding the ball carrier, but they've changed that rule. Because, like I said, the initial penetration, the defense had stopped.
They did. You're exactly right. So Millersville answers the Seton Hill drive here with a pretty impressive drive of their own.
Started at their own 35-yard line. Looks like the penalty's going to be against Seton Hill.
Yeah.
And I think, I'm not sure if they have the option of, another legal substitution.
Yep. And they decline it.
Yes. So we're all tied at 7 as Farley made the extra point. Let's take a timeout. 1:55 to go in the first quarter. We're all tied 7-7 between Millersville and Seton Hill right here on WestmorelandSports.com.
sure to stop by the concession stand today.
Delivering quality craftsmanship for over a century, family-owned Raimondo Masonry Restoration Contractors in Greensburg has the best trained experts and skilled craftsmen who specialize in the field of exterior masonry restoration. Raimondo Masonry fixes defective masonry joints, repairs masonry wall, delivers waterproofing treatments, and performs preservation to beautifully historic buildings and homes. Call Raimondo for a free estimate at 724-837-6600.
And there's a short kick. Take on the near side at the 11. Cutting back against the grain is Sin-Q Sweeting near the 18-yard line. Give him a return of 12 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Seton Hill at their own 29-yard line. Minute 50 to go here in the first quarter. 10 plays, 65 yards for Millersville. Took 4:05 off the clock, a 1-yard quarterback touchdown run for Colin Shank. So we're all knotted at 7. Now Seton Hill will be out there with the 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line, an 18-yard return for Sin-Q Sweeting. 5 wideouts, empty backfield for Seton Hill. And they send Sweeting in motion this way. And it'll be a false start, I believe.
Wow. That is penalty number 4 on Seton Hill. Another pre-snap penalty. The right tackle.
That'll push him back 5 yards. And it was Uriah Golding at the second false start of the first quarter. So it's 1st and 15 for Seton Hill at their own 24. Empty backfield. Strong, fires over the middle, ball's low, and trying to make the catch. Couldn't get to it was Kurt Atkins as the ball bounced in there. It'll be 2nd and 15.
Yeah, the ball was thrown low. Atkins tried to make the effort to get it, but it hit the turf monster first. So big 3rd down here for the, or 2nd down. My fault.
2nd and 15.
But again, the Griffins with the penalty, Kurt, behind the chains again here.
Minute 45 for the first quarter. Blitz. Strong stands in there. He gets a catch across the 25, a move up there to 32, still on his feet. And they're going to mark him down at about the 33-yard line. It was Michael Alaro on the catch, the 5'9", 175-pound sophomore on a crossing route. And it was close whether he was down or not, and a flag is down as well. In the backfield.
It's coming back as a penalty.
Probably holding, and it is.
Wow.
And Millersville will take the penalty. That's the 5th against the Griffins, if I remember correctly.
That's number 6 right now, Kurt. And remember, they had 6 all last week.
That's way too many in the first quarter.
I think here on this play, there was some oohing and awing. They thought maybe Brendan Sherman maybe got Alardo on a horse collar there up near the neck, but it didn't matter anyway because the holding penalty negates it. But 2 penalties here, the pre-snap penalty, false start, now holding, really hurting the Griffins here, way behind the sticks.
2nd and 26 from the 14. They're going to swing it outside. And he's going to get up near the 19-yard line. On the catch was Kurt Atkins. Atkins gets knocked out of bounds at the 19. Short gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and 21. A minute 15 left for the first quarter. We're tied at 7.
Griffins are 2 for 3 on 3rd downs this afternoon. They got to get up to about the 29-yard line to convert this.
Not a lot of 3rd and 21s in the playbook.
No. So I like to say that's a 3rd and about a country mile here.
Quarter mile, my friend.
There you go.
Empty backfield, 5 receivers, strong, far side. Throws him down the way. Great back shoulder catch. And up to the 45-yard line. Alardo with a great back shoulder catch as he spun and grabbed it.
Wow.
And he got all the way up to the 46-yard line. And that's a gain of about 27 yards on 3rd and 21.
Needed 21, got 27. Look at that catch.
Strong fires this side, and it's right through the hands of Kurt Atkins. It'll be 2nd and 10.
A huge catch by Alardo there. Picked up the 1st down after the Griffins were really struggling with those 2 penalties, pushed them back deep into their own territory.
24 seconds left here in the first quarter. Both teams have scored touchdowns. Seton Hill scored a 78-yard touchdown drive, and then Millersville answered with a 65-yard touchdown drive. Strong, blitz, caught, inside Millersville territory. It's Alardo again. His second big catch of this series. He's going to get a good 7 yards, make it a much more manageable 3rd and 3, no huddle, if they can get this play off before the last quarter ends. And Strong's going to keep it. He fumbles. He's going to fall on it inside the 49, but that's going to cause a 4th down, and that'll end the first quarter. Let's take a 60-second timeout. We're all knotted at 7 between Seton Hill and Millersville. You're watching Griffin football exclusively on WestmorelandSports.com.
Healthy vision is important for success in any kind of sport. Make sure your vision is the best it can be by making an appointment with Youngwood Eye Care today. Based on the sporting activities that you enjoy, Dr. Michelle Pulaski will show you the variety of sports lenses and protective eyewear available to fit your needs, and also demonstrate various visual training exercises to improve hand-eye coordination. Youngwood Eye Care is conveniently located at 10 South 4th Street in Youngwood. For a winning game plan, call 724-925-2341.
We are the art of healing and the science of caring. We are pioneers in healthcare education. At Seton Hill University, we have academic programs of national prominence, cutting-edge learning facilities, and a partnership with the nation's largest medical school. Not only are we preparing the healthcare professionals of tomorrow, we're serving the region's healthcare needs today, and that's health to the highest degree.
Kurt Lowe along with TJ DeStefano back here for the second quarter. Griffins have a 4th down now. They're going to mark the ball just inside the 49-yard line of Millersville. And you got to think they're going to punt the ball. And on that last play, Christian Strong, he's going back out there. They're going to go for this, or at least they're going to line up to go for it. Let's see if they try to draw him off sides. Fourth and 4. And it's a full 4. Strong fires short. His arm, I think, got hit, but I think he alligator armed it anyway.
Yeah, you mentioned his arm got hurt or hit, Kurt. That was Sean Duggan got back into the backfield and put the pressure on Strong, and he had to throw that one incomplete. And unfortunately, the ball goes over on downs, and Millersville in very good field position here at their own 49-yard line.
An aggressive call by Coach Collins going for it on 4th and 4 at the 49-yard line, and I don't think that Christian Strong ever had a good grip on the ball, and the ball fell short. And now Millersville will have great field position just inside their own 49-yard line after the first play of the second quarter. Colin Shank, 3 of 6 for 55 yards. He's going to play action over the middle, caught inside the 30, breaks a tackle to about the 29-yard line. And on the reception, that was Nikotai Nikoi.
There you go. There's the first tackle. Fard Allen missed the first tackle, and then Gaines got in there to actually make the second tackle.
Gain of 20 from the 29. Shank near side, got a man open. Near the 10, and down at the 9-yard line is Tyrone Gibson Jr. from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. He's got a first down, and that's a gain of 20 on back-to-back plays, and they're inside the 10-yard line, 1st and goal.
Wide open again. Another missed tackle here you'll see by Fard Allen.
And on to clean it up was Jeremy Lesade. 1st and goal for Millersville.
So here come the Marauders. Seton Hill defense on their heels here.
Shank's got Gibson on his hip. Now he switches to the right side. First minute of action, second quarter. Shank fires, caught near the 5. He's going to get in there for the touchdown. And on the reception was Dylan Niedbalski, the fullback, coming out of the backfield. And that's a 9-yard touchdown. And it's now 13-7. in favor of Millersville. Quick drive, TJ, just 3 plays. They go 51 yards.
And each play, the receiver was wide open. Look at this. Right out into the flat there, wide open. There's not a Griffin in the area. And Millersville, they made Seton Hill pay. They got the good field position at their own 49, took it right down the field.
Farley's extra point is on the way, and it is good. Time for a commercial break with 13:42 to play here in the second quarter. Millersville 14, Seton Hill 7. You're watching Seton Hill Griffin football right here on WestmorelandSports.com.
We are the art of healing and the science of caring. We are pioneers in healthcare education. At Seton Hill University, we have academic programs of national prominence, cutting-edge learning facilities, and a partnership with the nation's largest medical school. Not only are we preparing the healthcare professionals of tomorrow, we're serving the region's healthcare needs today. And that's health to the highest degree.
Make your next field a ProGrass field. For over a decade, Pittsburgh-based ProGrass Synthetic Turf Systems has provided the finest synthetic turf solutions for every level of performance, installing stunning synthetic surfaces at over 500 fields nationwide, including the soccer and lacrosse field at Seton Hill University. Visit ProGrassTurf.com to view field photos and a lot more. Go with the team that has over 50 years of experience and transform your current athletic field to ProGrass.
ProGrass, first in turf.
Sweeting takes the kickoff, comes to the near side. He's going to get up near the 31-yard line. There's a short kick, about 11-yard return. As he caught on the far side and angled this way. And he's going to get about, let's say about a 13-yard return. And now Seton Hill, trailing for the first time in the game, will have the ball just outside the 30, a 13-yard return for Sin-Q Sweeting.
Yeah, the last drive, 3 plays, 52 yards, 113 for Millersville. That was Niedleboski on the 9-yard pass from Shank.
Strong. Hand off to Sweeting. Up the middle. Breaks a tackle. He's got some room. One man to beat. He's got a blocker in front. 30. Setting up his blockers. 20. And out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Give him 52 yards on the run, and he comes up a little bit limping. Call it 62 yards, excuse me.
Jaleel Robinson was the man that finally got him down, but look at this. Right up the middle, there's the speed by Sweeting. There's the first missed tackle, there's the second missed tackle he broke, and then off to the races. You mentioned the blocker out in front. That was 27, Michael Alardo, one of the receivers out in front.
And this time they're going to go up the middle. It's Evan Bird. No gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. I was hoping, TJ, they'd try to cut back and try to set up his blocker, Alardo, because if he could have done that, he had another blocker trailing him behind him. Yeah. He may have taken it to the house. No gain for Bird. It'll be 2nd and 10. 12:40 to go here in the first half. Seton Hill looking for the equalizer.
Yeah, that was a huge run by Sweeting. Now let's see if the Griffins can take advantage of that and come up with some points here to answer the Millersville quick scoring drive.
Strong, back to throw. Fires, got a man down there, just couldn't get it to him.
I believe that was 42, I think.
I think he was trying to get it to his fullback, Khalil Owens. Yep. Out of the backfield. He was open.
He was, he had time.
Strong just couldn't make the connection. So
that was
3rd and 10.
Just led him a little too far there in that corner of the end zone.
12:20 to play here in the first half. Seton Hill got a big 52-yard run by Sin-Q Sweeting on the first play of the drive. Now they have a 3rd and 10 inside the red zone at the 17. Strong. Plenty of time. Over the middle. Got a man there. Caught. Touchdown! Matthew Williams on the catch. First 17 yards. And the Griffins get the equalizer. They trail by 1 with the extra point coming.
Big answer there for the Griffins. Again, all set up by that 52-yard run by Sweeting. And then again, we talked about Strong needing time. The guys up front on the offensive line doing a very good job giving Strong time. Finds Williams in the end zone, and now here comes the point after. Bad snap.
It is a ugly-looking kick. It pooches through, but we have a tie ball game. with 12:14 to go here in the first half. Seton Hill 14, and Millersville 14. Let's take a 30-second timeout. You're watching Griffin football exclusively on WestmorelandSports.com.
Make your next field a ProGrass field. For over a decade, Pittsburgh-based ProGrass Synthetic Turf Systems has provided the finest synthetic turf solutions for every level of performance, installing stunning synthetic surfaces at over 500 fields nationwide, including the soccer and lacrosse field at Seton Hill University. Visit ProGrassTurf.com to view field photos and a lot more. Go with the team that has over 50 years of experience and transform your current athletic field to ProGrass.
ProGrass, first in turf.
I could work with anybody.
Check that, 4 plays, 69 yards, a minute 21 off the clock. With 12:14 to go here in the first half, we're tied at 14.
Sweeting's now up to 60 yards rushing with that big run. Williams, that was his third catch. He has 23 yards in that touchdown. He hauled that 17-yarder in.
Aneo's kick, it's high and deep, taken at the goal line. He'll just take a knee for the touchback. And Millersville will set up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And TJ, it's always good when the offense gets a big play to get that ball in the end zone. Because so many times you see it happen, you get a big play and can't put it in.
Yep. And that was, as I said, that was huge with the...
It looks like they're going to mark the ball inside the 1 yard. They're going to say the receiver was in play.
Oh,
let's watch the Griffin players are asking for a safety. Now the referees are discussing it near the goal line.
Well, this is going to be huge here.
The ball, the wind carried the ball. As the wind is a steady breeze now from the right end zone toward the left end zone. And let's see what they're going to call here.
This would be huge if this is even at the 1.
It looks like the momentum carried him into the end zone. And they're letting Millersville head coach know exactly what's going on here. And they're going to mark it at the 1 yard line. What a huge break for Seton Hill. Head coach Greg Breitbach. Probably not too happy with the call on the far side, but for Seton Hill, you couldn't ask for a great place for the defense to start after the touchdown for the tie.
This is huge here now. Millersville at their own 1 yard line here, instead of being at the 35.
And they go pistol. Strong in the end zone.
Shank.
Up the middle. Trying to get some breathing room out near the 2, maybe the 3 yard line.
That was 24. That's
Phil Overton.
Yep.
Short gain, trying to get some breathing room out of the end zone.
That came off the right side there, trying to get out of the shadow of their own goal post here, are the Marauders right now.
Gain of 2 to the 3. 11:45, handoff again. This time stacked up near the line of scrimmage, not much running room. And it'll be 3rd and long.
Looks like they're going to give them another 2 up to the 5 yard line.
So they'll call 3rd and 7, gain of 1. Ball at the 5. Clock ticking down to 11:15 for the first half.
This would be huge if the Griffins can come up with another stop here and force a punt for Millersville and get good field position.
Shank. Looking, firing deep near side, and that ball's going to be long out of bounds and incomplete. He was trying to get the ball to Tyrone Gibson, the running back, out of the backfield. Good coverage by Seton Hill.
Big stand there defensively for the Griffins.
It was Sam Pagella on the coverage out of the backfield, and it'll be 4th down. And now Sin-Q Sweeting, who just had a 52-yard run, will stand right at midfield to receive this punt.
Millersville yet to convert on 3rd down. They're now 0 for 3. And now Seton Hill going to hopefully get decent, really good field position.
And he drops the ball. He's going to side kick it. And the ball's going to bounce at the 21 and roll. A good roll for for Millersville, but fantastic field position for Seton Hill at the 28-yard line. And it was Tyler Ryman.
That's the punter.
Who couldn't field the snap.
Watch this. Well, I guess there it comes. Yeah, and he just tried to kick it so it didn't cause a safety. He just wanted to get it out of there, but
he did a good job.
Yeah.
Rather than giving up the 2 points.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the situation he was under there and even able to get any kind of kick away. But now here's Seton Hill with a golden opportunity at the Millersville 28-yard line here, and this is where they got to put their foot on the gas here and try to punch this in for 6 more points.
10:51 to play here in the second quarter. Seton Hill sets up at the 28 of Millersville. Under center is Strong. Sends a man in motion this way. It's George. Handoff up the middle. Owens, a ball carrier. The freshman is going to pick up. Let's give him 3 yards to the 25, 2nd and 7. 10.5 to go here in the first half. They're going to give him 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6. Strong under center again. Owens deep in the eye. They're going to try a little swing pass this way. Caught by Atkins. He could go inside the 10, down to the 5, and knocked out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. They're marking at the 3. That's a gain of 21. Check that out. It was Ty George on the reception. Just a little swing pass out here to the near side, TJ, and he got a nice block by the other wide receiver to set him free.
There's George on the catch, and there's the guy. I think it was Alardo, maybe. It was the guy that set the block up. But that was huge when you get other receivers out in the flat there helping block for you.
1st and goal. Owens fighting for the goal line. I think he came up just about 1 yard short. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 1 for Seton Hill. 9:40 to go here in the first half. Seton Hill looking to take the lead as they got the ball on the 28-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Strong go under center. They have 3 running backs, almost a wishbone formation. Now they'll send Bird in motion to the far side. Handoff, jumping over the top, and he is in for the touchdown. It's Michael Valentino, the freshman from Belmore, New York. Gives Seton Hill the lead, 20-14 with 9:15 to go here in the first half.
Very good drive for the Griffins. Took advantage of the short field after their defense did a good job pinning Millersville back. And the Griffins take advantage, drive it right down the field. And another scoring answer here. We have an injured player down from Millersville. But what a drive by the Griffins, Kurt, to regain the lead here.
That was a la Walter Payton as he leapt over his own offensive lineman, did Valentino. And Seton Hill has the lead as they score on 2 consecutive possessions. It's 20-14.
And that is at 81. I think that's 81 for 31 for Millersville. That's
Nolan Kilpatrick, outside linebacker.
Limping off the field.
So Seton Hill takes advantage of the great field position and take it in 4 plays. Check that, 5 plays. And it's Valentino with his first touchdown this season for Seton Hill. And the extra point by Hineo is right through the middle. And with 9:15 to go here in the first half, 21-14 in favor of Seton Hill. Let's take a break. You're watching Seton Hill football right here on WestmorelandSports.com.
My name is Roy Hall, and I'm the head coach of the Jeanette Jayhawk football team. I had bad knees and I was severely overweight. I contemplated on giving up football, and I had weight loss surgery at Axela Health.
You lost 130 pounds. That's more than the heaviest dumbbell in your entire weight room.
It's a great feeling to know that you're healthy, and I never imagined that it would feel like this.
Call now to register for a free weight loss surgery seminar or visit axelahealth.org.
And Hanau boots one through the end zone for the touchback. And Millersville, now trailing 21-14, will set up at their own 20-yard line.
4-play, 28-yard drive, 136 for Seton Hill. Valentino on the 1-yard run to regain the lead.
Kurt Lowe along with TJ DiStefano. I'll get it right, TJ.
I know. We get a lot of time.
I'm trying,
guys.
my friend.
I told you, I've been called many a names. I've heard my last name said many of ways too. So yours is close. Others have not even been that close.
Well, mine's an easy one. Low. It's pretty easy.
Yes.
Shank at quarterback. He sends a man in motion. He'll hand off out of the jet sweep, getting around the end, up near the 29-yard line.
Wiggins.
On the tackle was Joseph Culpepper for Seton Hill. They're going to give him a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 at the 30.
The jet motion by Wiggins to the left side there.
They faked that plenty of times before. This time they ran it that way. 8:45 for the second quarter. Shank back to throw. Firing on the middle, caught. First down near the 30-yard line. It was Xavier Jenkins on the catch. He's going to pick up 6, and they'll move the sticks.
Yeah, Jenkins right in the middle of the field there.
This is a big possession for the defense.
It is.
See, TJ, they got the lead. Now they want to try to, either hold them to maybe one first down and get the ball back to the offense.
Exactly. This is huge. There's the catch there by Jenkins. That was Allen, Farden Allen on the stop, but not before Jenkins is able to pick up the first down.
Shank barks with a signal. Man in motion. Back to throw. He's got a man open out on the outside across midfield and near the 40-yard line. And on the reception was Tyrone Gibson as he came out of the backfield wide open. As I believe Seton Hill had a corner blitz, and he came out of the backfield untouched.
Yep. Again, nice job up front there. Look at all the time for Shank. There it is, wide open.
There's a short gain on the play. Gain of about 2 as they unpile. And it was Tyrone Gibson who caught that last pass. Gave him 4 yards to the Seton Hill 36. It'll be 2nd and 4. 7.5 to go here in the first half. Again, no huddle for Millersville. Shank back to throw, corner blitz. He steps up, and he's going to go down. He's going to drag tacklers to the 33-yard line. He's going to get 2, maybe 3 yards on the play as he was forced to step up as Seton Hill had a blitz called. And Shank's going to get across the 33-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and long 2.
Tyler Affo, one of the guys in there for the stop. 3rd down and 3, and Millersville has not converted on 3rd down, Kurt. 0 for 3 so far today.
Here comes another blitz by Seton Hill. Under 7 to go first half. They're going to hand off, and a first down and more inside the 25, near the 23-yard line. It looked like it was Kobe Miranda on the carry, and it was. A little delay, and they caught the defense expecting to pass.
Yeah, and look at Miranda off the right side. Looks like he goes untouched for a little while there. He runs through a lot of guys, too.
Just a classic sweep to the right side. And they get a first down inside the 23. They'll mark it at the 22. Here comes another blitz by Seton Hill. Shank firing over the middle. And the ball is going to be incomplete, and a penalty flag is down.
Yeah, they're going to get Noah Davis for interference here, I believe, Kurt.
He's sort of trying to get it to Kevin Wiggins down the middle. And there was hand checking all the way downfield.
Yeah.
I'm not sure the ball could have been caught, however. was off target. He had the inside. He had the inside route.
There comes a replay.
Against Noah Davis. That'll be half the distance to the goal, I believe. And they'll mark it down to the 11-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Seton Hill, for Millersville, I believe.
Yep.
If they go half the distance, it'll be a ball at the 11. If they go 15, it'll be at the 7. They're going to say a 15-yard penalty, and they'll mark it at the 7.
Okay.
6:12 to play here in the first half. Seton Hill back-to-back touchdowns took the lead, but now Millersville looking for the counter. Man in motion the opposite way is Jenkins. Shank, play action, over the middle. He's got his tight end, but he overthrew him. He was open. He was trying to get the ball to Tyler Zillen, but he was open, TJ, but just a misfire by Colin Shank.
He had a couple steps on the defender, was Zillen. And if that is on the money, Kurt, that's a touchdown for Millersville.
6'5", 240-pound senior from Gilbertsville, Pennsylvania. He was open. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 7. 6:07 to play first half. Shank back to throw. Firing quickly over the middle.
Oh.
Contact. No call this time. Noah Davis on the coverage again on Jenkins. It'll be 3rd and goal.
Noah Davis had him was on him like a blanket there, Kurt. Had him wrapped up right as the ball was coming. Nice job by Davis.
Big play coming for the defense.
Another big play is right. Defense backed up here and see if they can come up with another big stop. And again, nice coverage there by Davis.
You almost sense whoever has the ball last may win the game, TJ.
Exactly. The way this one's going, for sure.
3rd and goal from the 7. Shank fires outside. He's got a man there. Can he get to the flag? No, he can't. And the saving tackle was made by Tyrell Savage as they high-load him. It looked like he was going to get to the flag. On the catch was Pearson Hinkle, the fullback, out of the backfield. On the flag, they're going to go for it on 4th and 1.
Quickly.
They're going to hand off up the middle. No, I don't think he got there unless he backs in. No, he didn't get there. They tried to quick snap it. They handed it, I believe, to Phil Overton. They tried to take advantage of Seton Hill. They tried to go quick, no huddle, and the defense stands up. What a huge, huge stand by the defense for Seton Hill as they drove the length of the field.
Here's the pass right here on 3rd down.
Right.
There's the stop. Savage Best, also Gaines was over there as well. And here's the 4th down, as you mentioned how they rushed up, and there's Overton trying to go off the left side. Looks like 96, I think, had him. Key Smith for Seton Hill was one of the guys that wrapped him up and kept him out.
And on that key 3rd down play, Jaden Emberton Gaines was also there.
Yep.
And the two combined for the stop. And now Seton Hill backed up to their own 1, but they have the football. Here comes Sweeting. He's going to get maybe a yard. That's about all.
Yeah.
5.5 to go in the first half.
But again, Kurt, that was a huge goal line stand for Seton Hill for this defense. Now they got to be careful here, the offense.
Like I mentioned before, TJ, when you start in the pistol on a running play, you're 3-4 yards behind the last scrimmage. He's got to get there first.
Yeah, exactly.
He tried to back his way in, but the defense wouldn't let him. Under 5 to go here in the first half.
So Griffin just got to be careful here. This is not the place where you want to make a mistake or turn it over or something like that.
Strong. I believe it's Bird. Maybe a yard off left tackle. It's going to be 3rd and long as we go under 5 minutes for the first half.
Griffins are, the computer goes black, 4 of 6 on 3rd downs today.
Third and 8 from the 3, under 4.5 for the first half. Under center is Strong, firing this side, and miscommunication between himself and Ty George, as George ran an out route to the boundary, and Sweeting was Christian Strong was throwing a fade route down the sideline. It'll be 4th down.
Yep. Both guys not on the same page there, and unfortunately now we're going to see pretty much what just happened not too long ago. Seton Hill pinned back now, and with Millersville going to get good field position. We just saw that a little bit ago, the exact reverse. So let's see if Stewart here can get a nice punt away here and try to back Millersville up.
And he's got his heels on the back on the end line, and standing inside.
Low snap.
Midfield is Janice. Janice is going to field it inside the 40, makes a move, coming to the near side, zigging and zagging now to the far side. Penalty flag is down. He's going to get inside the 10, right at the 10-yard line. I think they're going to call a penalty, a clip against Jared Satterfield.
There's also an injured player down for Seton Hill. I think they say 97.
And it was Matt Stewart, the punter. Is that right?
Yeah, 97. That is the punter.
He tried to make a tackle.
Here, we'll see it right now on the replay here, Kurt.
Some more people are coming out in the coaching staff. Let's see if he's all right.
It was Matt Stewart. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. He took a big hit.
He sure did.
I don't know who that. I couldn't see the number from that angle.
A blindside crackback block on Matt Stewart. He's up, and the fans give him a hand. But a huge penalty against Millersville, excuse me. Jared Satterfield didn't like the call as he wrestled one of the defenders for Seton Hill down. They were hand fighting each other, and that's a big penalty. They would have had the ball near the 10-yard line. A good return. That's what happens with those low kicks, TJ. The receiver gets a running start, and he zigged right and he zigged left, and he got down to the 10-yard line. But this penalty will back him to the 44-yard line. And so Seton Hill leading with just under 4 minutes to go here in the first half.
And it's back so far because the penalty happened around the 30-yard line too. So they did it from the spot of the foul. So Millersville still on the plus side of the field here at the Griffins 44-yard line, but see if the defense can come up with some big stops here again.
20 speed. Both tailbacks are in. There's 5 that have been there before.
Shank. Standing right near midfield. High snap. Play action. Fires left. He's got a man. Across the 40. Inside the 30. Still on his feet. Inside the 20. And knocked down right at the 20-yard line. It was Kobe Miranda out of the backfield. He's going to get near the 20-yard line.
There's a
and
flag,
flag is down.
Yeah, nice job. Little dump-off pass there to Miranda, and he turned on the speed and took it all the way down to the 20, as you mentioned. Right now it's about a 24-yard gain here. Look at that. Almost dropped that to Miranda on the replay there, but then he takes off down the far side of the field. Look at that speed.
A penalty marred first half.
Yeah, there has been 8 on Seton Hill, 3 on Millersville to this point, and this one's on Millersville again. Okay. So Penn State is beating Pitt right now, 7-0.
What was the spread of that game, do you know?
I'd
say probably 10 or 14. Penn State's got to be favored, obviously, at home, right? By
Oh,
double
yeah.
digits, I would
Oh,
think.
yeah.
3:48 to go first half. 1st and 10 for Millersville at the 36.
Yep, after a personal foul penalty.
Shank with 2 receivers right and left. And he's going to fake out of the jet sweep. Looking for Miranda. He's going to get a catch near the 13-yard line. The catch was Phil Overton out of the backfield. That was a nice touch throw by Strong. Excuse me, by Colin Shank, excuse me. And Millersville gets the yardage back as they get all the way down to the 11 yards. It's a gain of 25. And here they come again, quickly, no huddle. Shank, he's going to hand off. Trying to get outside is Miranda again. He's going to get down to the 10, maybe a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd and 9. 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Defense needs to come up big again.
Yeah, they do, as they're back on their heels again here, and we've seen them down in this position before, and the defense has played well. They've come up with a lot of stands down deep in their own territory like that. Let's see if we can get another one here.
Now Shank under center. He's going to pitch out left to Miranda, trying to get the corner, cuts back inside the 5, near the 3. And they can get a first down. Check it. They'll mark it at the 4. They can get a first down at the 1, I believe. So it'll be 3rd and goal at the 4. They can get 3. Check that. 3rd and 3 at the 4. 2:20 to go here in the first half. Clock ticking. And now they go back to the shotgun with Miranda on his left hip. Shank firing towards the middle of the end zone. Caught, touchdown. It was Wiggins, I believe.
Yep, number 1, Wiggins.
This little slant pass inside. Hard to defend that, TJ.
It is. And again, Millersville moving quickly here, and they took advantage of a short field, and they actually had to overcome a couple penalties along the way there. 2 penalties, I believe 2 personal foul penalties as well. They're able to punch it in here and 1 point away from tying this up. Again, look at that pass by Shank. Quick pass, and it was right on the money, and Wiggins hauls it in. The coverage there by Noah Davis.
And Farley gets the extra point. We're tied at 21. 2:03 to go here in the first half. Seton Hill 21, Millersville 21. You're watching Seton Hill football right here on WestmorelandSports.com.
It's always a great time to stop in at Jigger's Pub and Exports. It starts with Jigger's famous wings, voted best in Pittsburgh 2 years in a row. And with 18 sauces and 12 dry rubs to choose from, your taste buds will thank you. It doesn't end there, though. Jigger's also has hoagies, burgers, pizza, wraps, and homemade soups and salads. Check out their daily food and drink specials on jiggerspub.com. Open 7 days a week, it's Jigger's Pub on Washington Street in Export. It's always a great time to stop in at Jigger's.
Fletcher's Outdoor Power Equipment is just the place for all you outdoor working enthusiasts. Family owned since 1985, Fletcher's offers a customer-centered experience and unparalleled service support. From lawnmowers to chainsaws and snowplows and UTVs, Fletcher's is your one-stop shop for your outdoor power equipment. We also offer full service on all.
And back here live at Offutt Field, kickoff was a short pooch kick by Farley. Now, I'm not sure what happened. Did Seton Hill call for a fair catch? Because nobody actually fielded the ball. And they're going to say...
Here comes the replay.
Yeah, but if he doesn't catch it, the ball should be a free ball, right? I mean, it's like an onside kick. Once it goes 10 yards, if he doesn't catch it, it's anybody's ball. So I think if you're Seton Hill, they probably got a break on that one. So it's a strange call. But Seton Hill has the ball with 2:03 to go here in the first half, and we're tied again.
Officials are going to discuss that last drive by Millersville. 5 plays, 44 yards, 156. Shank to Wiggins, a 4-yard touchdown to tie this game up.
Let's become an offensive shootout here.
Yeah, so far we've
got almost 500 yards in total offense between the two teams.
Yep, 253 for Millersville, 219 for Seton Hill.
Strong's going to hand off to Sweeting. Across the 33, check that 28, near the 29-yard line. He's going to pick up almost 8. Give him 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. Under 2 to go here in the first half. Both teams going no huddle. Strong. Handoff on to Sweeting on the draw play. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. He's going to get about 2. It'll be 3rd and 1. 3 timeouts left for Seton Hill, just 1 for Millersville. 3rd and 1, big play here. They don't want to give them the ball back, DJ.
Exactly. 4 of 7 for the Griffins on 3rd down.
And this time it's Bird. Boy, he's going to be close. They may have to measure. Good penetration by the defense for Millersville.
Yeah, this is going to be very close.
It'll depend on the spot.
It doesn't look
like he had a good stand.
Yeah.
It was a good defensive stand.
It was. I think it's going to be 4th down here.
And again.
No, they're going to give it to him. Look at that.
I don't like running the ball out of the shotgun like that when you got to get 3 or 4 yards to the line of scrimmage. But they get the first down.
That's all that mattered.
Minute 10, clock rolling. You have to think Coach Collins may have to use a timeout here. Strong, firing down the left side, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get the ball downfield to John Malik IV, freshman wide receiver from Waldorf, Maryland. It'll be 2nd and 10. John Makel IV, excuse me.
There's an injured Griffin down here on the near sideline. I wonder why there was whistles.
And we've got a timeout on the field.
That is, 61, I think? Can't tell. I think it's 61. I'm not sure.
Tyler Rogers, if that's the correct number.
We'll see here in a minute or so, if I'm right.
And if it is Tyler Rogers, the center, he's in there replacing Marcus Owens.
So, it is 61.
Good call, TJ. It's Tyler Rogers, the center.
Every once in a while, I get a number right there, Kurt. Does not very often.
57.4 seconds left for the second quarter. Back and forth we go. Seton Hill scored first. Millersville answered. And Millersville took the lead 14-7. Seton Hill got back-to-back touchdowns, take a 21-14 lead. And now Millersville has tallied again. And with under a minute to go in the first half, we're all tied at 21. Strong again in the shotgun. He's got Switting on his right hip. Strong firing deep down the middle. He's got a man down here, caught inside the 30 near the 25-yard line. And a beautiful catch, and on the catch was Brian Ingram, the 6-foot sophomore from Fulcraft, Pennsylvania. Huge gain. All the way down to the 23-yard line. Check that, the 24-yard line.
44 yards.
Strong quickly. Flipped it outside. And he's going to get nowhere. Lose a yard on the play, I believe. On the catch was Timothy Noodle. His third catch and first time out called by head coach Collins of Seton Hill with 33.8 seconds to play here in the first half.
Yeah, huge pass play there for 45 yards and gets the Griffins in business here. Now that is that was only their first time out, so they still got 2 more here with 33.8 to go here, so plenty of time for the Griffins here. You don't want to, you know what I mean, you don't want to rush to the point where something happens here, but they have time. I think they are going to put, I think they might be putting time on the clock. They want they're trying to, I think, put time back on the clock. Yeah, they're going to put it up to 35 seconds. But that was a huge pass play there and puts the Griffins in business at the 24 Millersville.
2 timeouts left for Seton Hill. Three receivers to the far side, Alardo near side. Strong in the shotgun. It looks like they're going to blitz. They do. Strong's going to fire towards this side. He's got a man down there. It's swinging out of the backfield. They just overthrew him at the goal line. It'll be 3rd and 10 for Seton Hill with just 29.8 seconds to play.
And Trajon Dinkins was in coverage there.
He had 2 steps on the defender.
He did have 2 steps on Dinkins. Here it comes on the replay.
Well, he had more than that.
Yeah.
He was open.
He was. Just a little bit overthrown. Griffins are 4 of 7 on 3rd downs.
That's a 41-yard field goal. If they had this try from right there, can't get any closer. 29.8 to go. Strong over the middle. Almost picked off as he was trying to get the ball.
34.
So Owens out of the backfield. That'll be 4th down. And let's see, with the wind, that's a 41-yard field goal for Hanau.
And that was Sean Duggan, who almost intercepted it right there on the coverage. And you see he got frustrated there as he slams the off-at-field turf.
Santiago Hanau will try a 41-yard field goal from the right hash mark. 26 seconds left in the first half. Seton Hill looking for the lead right before halftime. Kick on the way, and it is good. From 41 yards, Santiago Hanau gives Seton Hill the lead, 24-21. Let's take a timeout. You're listening and watching Seton Hill football right here, exclusively on WestmorelandSports.com.
Right over this way. You can have a seat right here on the table, and we're going to lie you down.
Okay, you about ready to get your first treatment?
Yes, Tom.
Wait till you see how easy this is. You're going to do great.
Right.
It's going to be a piece of cake. You'll see.
Good.
Fighting cancer on all fronts. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. Together.
Three Rivers Orthopedic and Spine Products Incorporated is an independent distributor of technology-based medical devices. They've partnered with the best in the industry to provide the most comprehensive product portfolio of any orthopedic and spine distributor in the tri-state area. Innovative products like Stryker's Get Around Knee is an example of one of the innovative products they offer through their exclusive vendor partnerships. Learn more about the company and their products by visiting the website at www.3riv.com.
And now his deep kick is taken inside the 10. He's got some room across the 30 to the 35-yard line. And on the return was Kendall Pitts. Pitts is going to bring it up near the 36-yard line, but a penalty flag is down. And we've seen a lot of hankies on the field here in the first half against both teams.
Holding on Millersville, that'll be penalty number 6 for them.
Just 14.9 seconds to play here in the first half. And if you're a Seton Hill fan with a 3-point lead, let's hope Millersville will just take a knee and get out of this first half. But the way that they move the ball, you never know what they're going to do.
That's exactly right.
A high-scoring affair here at Offutt Field in Greensburg. 45 points put up so far in the first half, and they're going to take a knee as Shank, and that's going to end the first half. But an entertaining first half filled with big plays, TJ, turnovers, penalties, goal line stands.
A little bit of everything.
And they threw the kitchen sink in as well. And now the clock's going to tick down to 0. And that's going to end the first half, an entertaining first half. 24-21 in favor of the home team. And we'll take a break. Again, the score here at halftime from Offutt Field, 24-21 in favor of Seton Hill. Halftime show to follow. You're listening, and you're watching Seton Hill football right here on WestmorelandSports.com.
Hampton Office Products is a proud furniture provider for Seton Hill University and has been servicing Westmoreland County and the surrounding area for almost 40 years. Hampton Office Products has all the basics with office and teaching supplies, but we also design office furniture along with restaurant and school furniture, which we happily deliver and install personally. Why buy from the big box stores when you can buy local? Stop in our newly expanded showroom at 248 Donahue Road in Greensburg or visit HamptonOffice.com. Family owned and operated since 1976. We're Hampton Office Products.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Axela Health Halftime Show. We're going to send it down to the field right now where the Seton Hill men's lacrosse team is being awarded their rings for winning a conference championship last season.
Leading the way with face-off specialist Jay Servo, who was named the GMAC Freshman of the Year. Seton Hill earned 2 of the 3 attack men on the ball on the all-conference first team in Bennett Johnson and Jack Moran. Long stick midfielder Greg Craig also earned first team 1. Midfielder Jack Miller, along with defenders Joe Sillo and Jonah Gutentag, and specialist Servo were named to the second team. Attackman John Hossett, goalkeeper Max Eisman joined Servo on the all-freshman team. Craig was also named a USILA 13 All-American, and Jack Miller was named to the USILA Scholar All-American team. 12 Griffins also were named to the GMAC All-Academic team. At this time, we would like to honor the team by presenting the players and coaching staff their 2017 Great Midwest Athletic Conference Championship rings. Number 3, Ryan McHugh. Number 7, Matt Mahood. Number 27, Riley Martin. Number 32, Drew Bossert. Number 35, Kevin Dillon. Number 42, Jack Miller is not present today, but he does get a ring. Number 2, Ryan Hayes. Number 4, Zach Roosh. Number 5, Jay Servo. Number 6, Jack Moran. Number 9, Eric Hammer. Number 10, Colin Blaney. Number 11, Nick Neferis. Number 12, Merritt Bailey. Number 13, Sean Stanners. Number 14, Joe Sillo. Number 15, Brett Craig. Number 16, John Hoffset. Number 17, Bennett Johnson. Number 18, Rhett Baldwin. Number 19, Dakota Powder. Number 20, Marshall Case. Number 21, Ethan Quinn. Number 22, Adam Reimer. Number 23, Justin Goodrich. Number 24, John Miller. Number 25, Colin Mitchell. Number 26, Tyler Graham. Number 28, Alec Freeze. Number 29, Shane Petke. Number 30, Max Eisman. Number 31, Ryan Manbeck. Number 34, Logan Maloney. Number 36, Will Rayback. Number 39, Andrew DeSana. Number 40, Thomas Farrell. Number 41, Jonah Gutentag. Number 43, Luke Lewis. And number 44, Banks Wilson. Athletic trainer, Derek Knotts. Assistant coach, Anthony Caluso. Assistant coach, Zach Wilfong. Assistant coach, Chris Isles. And head coach, Brian Novotny. Congratulations, gentlemen, on your achievement. There you go, Griffins.
No, I'll tell him. I really know he knows already. Okay.
All right, there you go. Congratulations to Coach Brian Novotny and the Seton Hill men's lacrosse team as they were crowned conference champions. Now, the PSAC does not have men's lacrosse. They are in the GMAC, so congratulations to the Seton Hill men's lacrosse team. A conference championship, the first one in the program history of Seton Hill men's lacrosse. We welcome you to the Axela Health Halftime Show. Axela Health, we have excellence in healthcare. You have Axela Health. Dan Flickinger with you, and we'll give it back to Kurt Lowe and TJ DeStefano coming up here in just a little while as they'll take a look back at the first half for you. But before we get to that point, taking a look at some scores on the PSAC scoreboard here in just a moment as we bring up football and tell you that there are a couple of finals in the PSAC here today, and that includes Shippensburg beating Gannon today. That's a final score 41-33. Of course, this is PSAC crossover week, as the guys had mentioned earlier. Kutztown This is a final as well, beating Mercyhurst. How about that? 21-16. That's Seton Hill's next opponent. The Griffins going on the road next week to take on Kutztown. We also have Cheney and California going at it today. It is a final score. Cal U takes care of business at home, winning 54-14. So those are the final scores that we have. There are some other games that are going on today as well. We do not have a score on the Lock Haven-Edinburgh game. That game kicked off at noon. Clarion's hosting Bloomsburg today as well, and that game actually got underway at 1 o'clock between those two teams. Also today, Millersville and Seton Hill, of course, here. IUP hosting East Stroudsburg. That game kicked off at 4 o'clock. And later on tonight should be a great one. Slippery Rock and Westchester are playing this evening as well. And as you can see there, the game starts at 6 o'clock. So on the out-of-town scoreboard, the PSAC scoreboard, those are the scores that we have for you. And, of course, a big game going on today at State College between rivals Pitt and Penn State. Penn State leading 14-0 right now with 12:25 to play in the second quarter. And when we broadcast this game last year, Seton Hill went to Millersville and won last year. There are a lot of Penn State fans at Millersville that live in that area, as you can imagine, being in that side of the state. We were not able to watch the game last year either because we were broadcasting Seton Hill and Millersville, and everybody in the crowd had their phones out. Everybody was watching the game, including our own Sam Moffa, who's a big Penn State fan, and of course he was very upset when Pitt ended up beating Penn State last year. Maybe I can't repeat the words that he was saying, but he wasn't very happy there, TJ. And I have a feeling this year might be different for you, though.
Yes.
Just a little bit different.
I know.
Hey, but they won last year, so
that's all that matters. They won the first game of the series and however long it was.
Pitt has won one in a row until maybe
it's not over yet. It's still early. Just relax.
Right. You're right. You're right. All right, let's send it down to the Seton Hill marching band here. We're at the half as the Griffins lead the Marauders 24-21. And before we throw it to the band, we want to remind you about our new show every Monday night called Inside Griffin Sports, which begins at 7 o'clock as we take a look back at all of the results from the past week for Seton Hill sports and also have a players and coach interview for you as well during our Inside Griffin Sports show, which airs every Monday at 7 o'clock. You can listen live on our network. All right, here's the Seton Hill Marching Band.
setting their eyes on Lady Liberty for the very first time, and the excitement of beginning their new lives in America. The colors of our flag are rich in history, which we have combined with images of individuals from across the country. This movement is highlighted by a stirring arrangement of America the Beautiful as we pay tribute to our nation and our people. Our halftime show is concluded with an original composition depicting the celebrations we enjoy as Americans. Whether they be family celebrations, birthdays, anniversaries and reunions, or civic celebrations, like Memorial Day, the 4th of July, and Veterans Day, we are reminded of the freedom and privileges we all enjoy as Americans. We hope you have enjoyed our production of American Celebration, and thank you for your kind attention.
Dino's Sports Lounge presents Mouth-Watering Wings, voted the best in the state of Pennsylvania. 20 ice-cold beers on tap, giant man-sized sandwiches, and all sports known to mankind on multiple plasma and big-screen TVs everywhere you look. It doesn't take a genius to figure out Dino's is the place for the real sports enthusiast. Dino's Sports Lounge. 2 locations, Route 30 Latrobe and Greensburg.
Dino's reminds you to drink responsibly, have fun, stay safe.
Your business, your health, your family, your property, and your future. Marthinson and Salvetti Insurance Group is here to prepare you for the unexpected. So what is yours stays yours. Representing over 30 insurance carriers, you can be assured that Marthinson and Salvetti Insurance Group will build you the right insurance program at the most competitive rates on the market. Visit msipa.com or call 724-222-8400. Marthinson and Salvetti Insurance Group, Park Avenue in Washington, PA. Protect what is yours.
Curlow along with TJ DeStefano back here live at historic Oppen Field. TJ, a close game we expected, and we got one. Back and forth they went. Seton Hill got the first score of the game, a 1-yard touchdown run by Evan Bird at the 6-minute mark of the first quarter. And then Millersville countered with a 2-yard run by quarterback Colin Shank with 1:55 left in the first quarter. We were knotted at 7, and then the running back Nabalski out of the backfield, a 9-yard pass from Shank, made it 14-7 in favor of Millersville, but then back-to-back touchdowns by Seton Hill as they got a touchdown, and here's the touchdown pass to the tight end, to the fullback, that made it 14-7 in favor of Millersville, their first lead of the ball game, and only lead of the first half as far as I remember. And then next up was a touchdown pass to Williams of 17 yards, and that knotted the score at 14. And then Seton Hill, after a muffed punt in the end zone, got the ball back at the 28-yard line, and they drove it all the way down, and jumping over from 1 yard was Valentino, and Seton Hill led 21-14, but Millersville answered right back as they got a 4-yard touchdown pass from Kevin Wiggins. From Colin Shank to Kevin Williams, that tied the game at 21. And then Santiago Hano kicked a 41-yard field goal, the 1:41 to go in the half, and that's where we stand at start the third quarter. And Hano has it teed up for Seton Hill. It's a squib kick, and it's grabbed by Millersville. Now there's a flag down. It's going to be offsides against the kicking team. I think, TJ, if you're Millersville, you'll take the ball. They got great field position at the 43-yard line, as the kick coverage team for Seton Hill was little. They obviously knew the onside kick was coming, and they were offsides. Yeah. Little edgy.
Yeah, so Millersville, either way, is going to have really good field position to start this second half for sure. But, yeah, it was a very good first half. And both teams responded to the opportunities. You know, they answered score for score for the most part. And very entertaining first half, a little bit of everything, as we mentioned. Officials still discussing here.
In the NFL, you know, they give them the penalty yardage even after the coverage, but I don't think that's the way it is in college. They're going to give the ball at the 43-yard line. They will mark it off 5 yards. So Millersville now be set up at the 48-yard line. 252 yards in offense for Millersville in the first, to F273 for Seton Hill. But now Millersville is set up with great field position at their own 48 as we begin the third quarter, a 3-point lead for the Griffins. Shanks had a solid first half. He's 5 of, check that. He's 12 of 18 for 194 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's going deep, and he's got a man down there. Wow. Did he get it? I believe he did. On the reception.
Number 11.
Was Cody Nikoya. I don't know how you pronounce that one, my friend. And he's hurt over on the far sideline. as he hauled it in.
Look at this catch.
He's going to pick up 28 yards. It was a great throw by Colin Shank. He came hard down on the ball.
And the coverage was there from the defender as well.
Yep.
I didn't get the number. But what a start here for Millersville, not wasting any time, going right to the air. Now they're getting into Seton Hill territory.
Just 16 seconds into the third quarter. They're set up at the Seton Hill 25. And that's a gain of 27 yards. Here they come again, no huddle. Seton Hill throws a blitz. Here they come. Shank. He's going to try to get the ball inside. Nice defensive play to break it up for Seton Hill was Jeremy Lesade. And it'll be second down and long. And he had him open. Wiggins was open. But Lesade with the crossover knocked the ball away.
Yeah, good job by Lesade to get in there and knock that one away. Here comes the replay again.
They sent the blitz.
They did.
And the ball was there, but give Lesade a lot of credit. He knocked that ball away with his offhand.
Yep, got the big paw in there and swatted it away.
Second and 10. They're going to try a delay. Off tackle. Getting near the 21-yard line. That was Phil Overton, the 5'10", 195-pound junior from Lewisberry, Pennsylvania. Takes to the 21. It'll be third and a long 5. Check that, 6. Just a minute gone by here in the third quarter. Shank going to hand off to him again, looking for running room near the 19, but I think the Griffins have got him stood up. He's still fighting for yardage. And it looks like first contact for Seton Hill was made. And they're going to try a field goal. I think it was, on the tackle was Keyshawn Petit-Ferrer. And now they're going to try a field goal from the 17. That'll make it a 34-yard line from the right hash mark. And now we have a stoppage of play. It's 4th and 2. And we have a timeout on the field. And we'll see who the timeout is going to be given to. And they're going to say the Griffins are going to use a timeout. You know, they start at their own 48-yard line with great field position. They hit the big play, the 27-yarder on the first place, TJ. But give credit to the Seton Hill defense as they held in this topsy-turvy ball game. And now Millersville is going to go for the lead. Now they're going to go for it. No, they're going to try to field goal. Excuse me. Well, the quarterback's also the holder.
That's right.
He threw me off. He threw me off. I'm okay with this. Let him take the 3 rather than give up the touchdown.
That's right, exactly. I mean, ideally you don't want to give up any points, but you'll take 3 over 7 for sure.
And Coach Brightback probably learned his lesson by going for a 4th and goal at the 1 and getting stuffed. But Farley's going to try a 34-yard line from the 34-yard from the right hash, and they're going to fake it. And Shank's going to run. He's got a first down inside the 20, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep, he's going to get down inside to the 14-yard line as they faked it all the way. And like they did go for it.
Yep, there it is with the quarterback being your holder.
Right.
Look out at the end here. Points calling for a block, and he got one.
Sure was.
He got a nice block there to clear the running room, and Millersville in business at the Seton Hill 14-yard line now.
Under 2 minutes gone by here in the third quarter. Shank. He's got Overton on his right hip. Fires right, and the ball is going to be incomplete. And they're going to get a penalty. I believe it's going to go against Noah Davis. I'm not sure that was a catchable ball, TJ, but he did run through the receiver. I think he was looking for Wiggins out in the flat.
Yeah, I believe you're correct. Wiggins was the receiver. And let's see, here comes the penalty. Oh, no, they're picking it up.
And they say no catch.
No.
I think the play-by-play guy said that, didn't he?
Yeah, you did. You did.
I don't want to give myself credit, but it didn't look like it was a catchable ball, about 2-3 yards out in front of the receiver. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 14. 2 minutes and change gone by here in the third quarter. Shank. Chest high snap, fires towards the end zone on the near side. He's got Wiggins open, but just off his fingertips. And Wiggins goes over the fence. He goes over the fence, and he hops right back over. That's a tough young man.
That's one of the things we say at the field, off at field, how close you are to the sideline. You can see how close the fence is to the sidelines and the bleachers there. And that,
Just off his fingertips.
That was fingertips away from a touchdown in the back of the end zone.
Big 3rd and 10. Shank back to throw. He's going to try to screen the opposite way. And it looks like they got it shut down, and they do knock him out of bounds. Nice play by the defense as he got the ball to Gibson out of the backfield.
That was Gaines who knocked him out of bounds. We've called Gaines' name quite a bit today here for Seton Hill.
Big stop for the defense. And now this time it looks like they are going to try a field goal. At least we think they are.
That's right. Remember, Swank is the quarterback. He's the holder.
That's right.
So you never know what could happen here. Now this time they have to get down to about the 5, so.
30-yard field goal from the right hash. And the kick is on the way. It looks good from here, and it's right down the middle as Farley makes the makes the field goal. So with 12:09 to go here in the 3rd quarter, we are tied 24-24 between Seton Hill and Millersville. Let's take a timeout. You're watching Seton Hill football right here on WestmorelandSports.com.
PJ Dick Trumbull and Lindy Paving and their family of companies are proud to support Seton Hill University athletics. The companies have a 34-year history of constructing the most notable projects in the Pittsburgh region. We perform comprehensive construction services in general contracting, construction management, heavy highway, site work, and asphalt paving and milling. PJ Dick Trumbull and Lindy Paving. We take the best and make it better.
At a time when healthcare is ever-changing, the Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine is building healthier communities, one graduate, one patient at a time. That's why LECOM is preparing the next generation of physicians, pharmacists, and dentists, ready to meet the challenges of 21st century medicine. Our graduates are the future of healthcare, the ones who will make a difference in people's lives today and tomorrow. LECOM, preparing the next generation of healthcare providers. To learn more, visit lecom.edu.
And on the return was Sing-Q Sweeting across the 30, near the 35-yard line. Return of 20 yards. And Seton Hill on their first possession here in the 3rd quarter has decent field position at their own 35. 9 plays, 39 yards, took 2:50 off the clock for Millersville. Capped off by Joey Farley's 30-yard field goal. And we're knotted again at 24. Strong. Fires opposite way, and the ball is off the fingertips of his intended receiver. He was trying to get the ball over on the far side to Matthew Williams. That'll be 2nd and 10. Would have been a short gain, but it falls incomplete. Strong over the middle, caught. He breaks the tackle near the first down. He went right back to Matthew Williams, and Williams is going to get the first down, a gain of 10. Nice throw over the middle, and what a better job by Williams, TJ, to break that tackle.
Yeah, that was huge, breaking the tackle, getting to the first down sticks, and the drive continues.
Strong quickly back to Williams, looking for another first down. The ball's loose and incomplete. He almost had another catch for a first down, and knocking it away was Trajan Dinkins. For Millersville, it'll be 2nd and 10 for Seton Hill at their own 45. Kurt Lowe along with TJ DeStefano. I'll get it, TJ.
I know.
I promise, my friend.
I know you are.
2nd and 10. Strong. Fires. Got a completion.
Nice.
At about the 48-yard line of Millersville. It was John McKell, the 4th on the catch, his 2nd of the ball game. It'll make it a much more manageable 3rd and 2 for Seton Hill. Check the 3rd and 3 at the Millersville 47.
That was Dinkins on the coverage there.
Check that, the 48, 3rd and 3. Clock ticking, 11:20 to go for the 3rd quarter. And in motion this way. Strong. On a handoff to Sweeting. Seeks the first down, he gets it, and gets clobbered at the 43-yard line, but he gets the first down and moves the chains for Seton Hill. Took a hard hit.
He did, but that bounces right back up, and a huge conversion there for the Griffins. And here we see it.
And he got popped hard. Here, up the middle, they got some running room. It's Owens breaking free, inside the 30, near the 28-yard line. Khalil Owens came into the first half, 4 carries for 14 yards. Quickly they come to the line of scrimmage, no huddle. They're at the 27, gain of 11. And again, it's Owens bursting outside. He's got room inside the 20, near the 19. That's a gain of 8.
And that was Duggan again on the stop, an ankle tackle there. If he doesn't make that, that could be a Seton Hill touchdown there.
TJ, I went to a track meet and a football game broke out. Second and 2 for Seton Hill. Clock rolling, 10:15 to go here in the third. Seton Hill trying to counter the field goal that tied the game by Millersville. Christian Strong, he's going to hand off, seeks the first down, cutting back, and on the carry that time was Michael Valentino. He scored a touchdown earlier in the first half. He's going to get near the 17. It'll be, they'll say first down. He gets it 3 yards, and Seton Hill moves the chain again.
Yeah, Griffin's looking impressive here on this drive, taking it right down the field.
Here they come again, no huddle. Strong. He's got Valentino on his right hip. Fires towards the end zone, and it's overthrown. He was trying to get Valentino out of the end zone, and good coverage for Millersville. On the coverage is Cameron Boykin. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Seton Hill at the Millersville 17. 9:34 to go here in the third. Back and forth we go. The teams both nearing 600 yards in total offense, 291 for Millersville, and now Seton Hill over 300 with this possession. As they start at their own 35, they've driven it to the 17. Strong, play action, over the middle, deep, and there's contact, no call. And looking for a penalty was Atkins. He's not going to get one. It'll be 3rd and 10. Look, there was contact there.
I think so.
That was Ty George, excuse me, on the, was trying to get downfield.
Here it comes again.
And looked like Christian Strong took a shot. Just a little bit out of our sight view. Big 3rd and 10 for Seton Hill at the 17. From there, it's a 34-yard field goal.
Well, here we go again.
And there's the opposite camera view. Oh, yeah, that was definitely, that's face guarding at the minimum.
13, that was Marcel Mingo on the coverage.
Strong, back to throw. He's blitzed, throws towards the end zone. That ball's way out of bounds.
Oh,
he caught it. Sweeting did in the corner.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Wow, I thought that the ball was way out of bounds. And Sin-Q Sweeting faked me out. I thought when he threw it, TJ, the ball was going to go way out of bounds, and somehow Sin-Q Sweeting pulled it down and got a foot down. Let's check out the replay. That's a 17-yard pitch and catch at the 9:21 mark of the third quarter. Wow.
Yeah. Here it comes. Look at this.
Amazing.
And a good job up front. Plenty of time for Christian there. And here it comes. Maybe. Yep, right in the back
and
corner.
Kicked the pylon.
Yep, right in the back corner.
Great catch by Sin-Q Sweeting. And Hanau adds the extra point. And with 9:21 to go here in the third quarter, back and forth we go. Seton Hill takes the lead 31-24. Let's take a timeout. You're watching Seton Hill football right here on WestbourneSports.com.
PJ Dick Trumbull and Lindy Paving and their family of companies are proud to support Seton Hill University athletics. The companies have a 34-year history of constructing the most notable projects in the Pittsburgh region. We perform comprehensive construction services in general contracting, construction management, heavy highway, site work, and asphalt paving and milling. PJ Dick Trumbull and Lindy Paving. We take the best and make it better.
(31-24). Seton Hill goes back in front. 11 plays, 65 yards. Took just 2:42 off the clock. And there's a deep kick by Hanau. Taken at the 10-yard line. Near the 20. And on the return for Millersville was Marcel Mingo. And he got cut down. And I believe it may have been Malik Scott.
No, it was Logan Wyland.
No, let's see. He was open. Sinque Sweeting.
Oh, there's
he did get that left foot just in.
Yeah.
What a nice call by the referee. He did an even better catch by Sinque Sweeting. I don't think he quite knew, TJ, where the back of the end zone was, but somehow he got that left foot, and I thought when Strong threw it was going to go way out of the end zone from the 17-yard line, but he threw to the very back of the end zone, right in the corner where the flag was. And Seton Hill goes back up in front. They have 338 yards in offense. Millerville, 291. So we're over 600 yards in offense, and there's still 9:17 to go here in the third quarter. Now, Shank throws out. He's got a completion to Wiggins. Wiggins makes a stutter step move across the 30 near the 34-yard line as he faked out Noah Davis, and he's going to get a first down. And that's a gain of 10, and they move the sticks. Now they hand off out of the backfield, but going nowhere on the carry was Gibson. He gets thrown for a big loss. And it was, go ahead, Keyshawn.
Spry's was in there as well. Who were you going to say?
I was going to say it was Keyshawn Petit Farrar.
He might have been in there. There were a bunch of 90s in there.
They stuffed that one for a 6-yard loss. It's 2nd and 16. Under 8.5 to go here in the third quarter. Shank back to throw.
Unloading.
Looking, firing deep. He's got a man down there. It's Wiggins off the fingertips of Wiggins, and knocking it away was Fardan Allen to break things up. It'll be 3rd and long. This would be a huge defensive stand. The off defense can get the ball back, TJ, and force a 4 now technically.
Yeah, it would be. Here comes again. Shank unloads it. And again, fingertips away from a catch here, but there's Fardan Allen.
I think he had, even if he got been able to get it close to a better catch, I think Allen would have knocked it down.
Yeah.
So a huge 3rd down. 3rd and 16 at the 29. For Millersville, 8:16 to play in the third.
Millersville 2 of 8 on 3rd downs.
Both teams looking for their first win of the year. Now we have a timeout on the field. And we'll check the referees. Play clock at 25. Maybe it didn't start. Third and 16. Over 600 yards in offense between these two teams. And there's still 8:08 to play here in the third quarter. And I wasn't kidding about it. Went to a track meet and a football game broke out. Big play for the Seton Hill defense. Shank. He's got Gibson on his hip. Back to throw. Stepping up. Avoids a tackler, but then he's going to get tackled at the 30-yard line. And it's Fardan Allen making the stop as he was playing in the press coverage, and the flag is down. Check the flag.
The coaches up here want defensive holding.
It's our coaches, however.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I think that they're going to ask for it. And then the referees are huddling. That was a 3rd and 16. Let's wait for the call. And they're going to call holding on the defense. And it's going to be a 10-yard penalty, I believe, but it doesn't give an automatic first down. It'll be 3rd and 4 now. Check that. Yes, 3rd and 4 at the 41. As they'll mark off a 12-yard penalty. So still 3rd down. 8:03 to go here in the third. And they'll try it again. Shank. He's got Gibson on his right hip. And Gibson gets a carry. He's got some room. Big hole, midfield, across into Seton Hill territory, and knocked out of bounds at the 41-yard line. And that's a gain of 18 and a first down for Millersville, as Seton Hill gave him a second chance there, TJ, on the penalty.
They did, and Millersville takes advantage of it. Give him credit. Here comes Gibson. Big hole there. Look at that hole on the left side. And there's the speed by Gibson. And a big first down for Millersville, and the drive continues.
Shank, play action. He's throwing to the near side, looking for his tight end, and his tight end is covered closely by Malik Scott as he was trying to get the ball down to Tyler Zillen. Zillen has not caught a pass yet today. 2nd and 10. 7:35 left in the third quarter. And coming off the field for Seton Hill is Jaden Emberton Gaines. Boy, the defenses have got to be getting tired out there. Shank sends his fullback in motion. Now they're going to get a handoff up the middle. Breaking tackles across the 30, inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. It was Gibson again. The 5'9" junior from Harrisburg gets a first down. And that's a gain of 14 to the 27.
Yep, off the right side. Looked like a lot of running room through there, through the hole. And again, Gibson shifty, that speed, and a big gainer there, and another first down.
That penalty really hurt on 3rd and 16. Millersville takes advantage at the 27. Shank. Play action, fires over the middle, and there's contact. And the ball's incomplete. On the coverage was Malik Scott again. I think he got there early, TJ. But we'll take it.
That's exactly right.
Clock stop, 6:54 to go here in the third quarter. 5 receivers, empty backfield. I wonder if they've ever run a quarterback draw here at some point in time, because Shank can run the football. He's going to look over the middle, caught near the 25. He's got room inside the 15 to the 10, running free at the 5, and he goes in for the touchdown.
Overton.
Phil Overton. They sent 5 men out in the pattern. Overton just cut over the middle, caught the ball at about the 25-yard line, and he took it to the house, and we are 1 point away from the tie ball game.
Yeah, Overton's had a good game there so far. And again, he had all kind of running room, took it to the far side of the field and into the end zone for the Millersville touchdown.
6:46 to go in the third. 31-30 now. Joey Farley looking to tie the ball game. Bad snap. He pooches one through, and we are now tied. Let's take a timeout. 6:46 to go in the third. We're knotted at 31 right here on WestmorelandSports.com.
Hey Griffin fans, it's Chris Smith with the Griffin Athletic Association. Have you joined the GAA yet? It's easy. Visit the Seton Hill Athletics page at athletics.setonhill.edu and click on the Griffin Athletic Association. While you're there, you can learn about the history of our booster program, view member benefits, read GAA newsletters, and learn how to become a member of our family. Good luck to the Griffs this fall from the Griffin Athletic Association. 21 teams, 2 colors, 1 family.
Kurt Lowe, along with TJ DeStefano, 31 all. 9 plays, 76 yards, took just 2:31 off the clock. 6:46 to go here in the third quarter. And Sinkyu Sweeting standing at his own 5-yard line. And on the other side is Malik Scott. Sweeting's going to field at his own 13. 25, gets a seam across the 40 and about the 42-yard line. He got a nice block by Malik Scott at about the 35 and dove out of bounds to the 42, a 29-yard return and good field position for Seton Hill.
They're going to start at the 42-yard line here and see if the Griffins are going to be able to come up with an answer to the Millersville score here. We've seen it back and forth. Both teams have responded when the other team has put together a good drive and scored.
357 yards for Millersville, 338 for Seton Hill. Millersville has ran 55 plays, Seton Hill 54. And we have a tie game. Sweeting, it's a reverse, coming to the near side, gets a block by his own quarterback. Cutting back is Overton. Check that, Alardo. He's going to get maybe 4. The play took a lot longer than that, but Alardo's going to get 4 yards as he got a block from his quarterback, Christian Strong.
Yeah, here's the Little shovel back, and look at Strong right out in front there. And there's Alardo following the blocking.
2nd and 6 for Seton Hill at their own 46. 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. Over 700 yards of offense for these two teams. A throw to Alardo, and it's intercepted on the tip. And on the interception was Trajan Dinkins. He was trying to get the ball to Alardo, was Strong, and Alardo's hurt.
Yeah, I want to see who tipped the ball.
It was tight coverage.
Alardo's okay, but that's bad break there for Seton Hill.
And it'll be 1st and 10 for Millersville at their own 44-yard line on the tip drill.
Here it comes.
That was tight coverage.
6, I think, is the one that
Jared Satterfield.
Yeah, was on Alardo, and then it's tipped, and then, as you said, Dinkins made the interception.
And now Millersville has a chance to get the lead at their own 44. They got great field position again. It's 5:57 to go here in the third quarter. Shank calls out the signals. He's going to hand off to his tailback. He's going to get maybe a yard or two.
It's Miranda back in there.
Gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. And here they come now, no huddle again with 5 wides. Let's see if they try that last play that went for the touchdown, as this time they got Wiggins here in the slot on the near side. Shank. 3 receivers to the far side. And Shank back to throw, firing over the middle, and it's caught. It is. And the ball knocked away nicely. He got the ball to Xavier Jenkins, but knocking it out of there was Fardan Allen. You bet. It's 3rd down.
And Allen, we've called his name a lot here. He's coming up with some big plays here, and that would have been a catch, but Allen got his hand in there, knocks it away, and now 3rd and 8 coming up for Millersville here. This is going to be big.
Clock stop, 5:18 to go in the third. We're knotted at 31. 3rd and 8. Big play for the Seton Hill defense. They need to stop here, get off the field after the offense turned it over. Shank sends a man in motion. It's Jenkins. Back to throw. He's looking long to the far side. A push off, no call, and the ball's out of bounds and incomplete. And on the coverage was Malik Scott. He was trying to get the ball to Nai Kotai Nikoi. I'm going to take a shot at it, TJ. And it's going to be 4th down.
And again, look at all the time Shank has there.
Oh, the defenses have got to be getting tired.
Have to be.
That was actually a lot closer to Scott than it was to the intended receiver.
Exactly.
5:11 to go here in the third. Sing-Q Sweeting standing at his own 8-yard line. Check that, 13. He's going to fair catch at his own 11, and that's where Seton Hill will take over. We are tied at 31 right here on Westbourne Sports Network. .503 to play here in the third quarter. Seton Hill led 7-0 early. We were tied at 7-7 at the end of the first quarter. It was 24-21 at intermission, Seton Hill, and now we're tied at 31. 5:03 to go here in the third, and Seton Hill's defense stands after the offensive turnover. Christian Strong. He's got Sweeting on his left hip, and he sends Williams in motion to the near side. It's Sweeting looking for running room. He's going to get cut down. He stays on his feet. He'll get up to about the 13-yard line. Give him 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8, under 5 to go in the third.
Sean Duggan again. Called his name a lot today, a redshirt senior. Springdale, PA, Springdale High School.
They're going to say no gain. 2nd and 10 for the 12. Strong. He throws, caught by Alardo, breaks a tackle, spin move. He gets a first down, on his feet still. Still going, across the 40, and at the 45-yard line. Now that penalty flag, it may be in the area of face mask. because there was no blockers down that end of the field. Let's see what the call is.
And there's an injured player down for Millersville. I think it's 15. Janis.
It would be Jet Janis, the safety. Let's see what the call is. Alardo was out there by himself. He made a great run and kept breaking tackles and breaking tackles.
Well,
and there's the face mask right there at the 42-yard line.
By Robinson, Jaleel Robinson. But he broke at least 4 or 5 tackles.
He sure
Alardo.
Michael Alardo, 5'9", 175 pounds from Massapequa, New York. And that's a 15-yard walk-off against Millersville. And like I said, TJ, that penalty was in the area where there was no blockers downfield, and it was all Alardo as he broke 4 tackles, like you said. And that's a huge gain as they move from their own 12 all the way to the 41-yard line of Millersville.
Millersville says with a face mask penalty.
And what a great run and catch and run for Michael Alardo of 35 yards. And they'll tack on 15 more. So a 50-yard play for Seton Hill with 4:25 to go here in the third.
That's the Griffins in business here in Millersville territory.
We can see over 1,000 yards in offense here, TJ. We're closing in on 800. And it's only the third quarter.
I know, we got all kind of time left here.
1st and 10 for Seton Hill at the 41. Christian Strong, hands off, up the middle. It's Khalil Owens near the 36. Gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 for Seton Hill.
Straight up the gut there for Owens.
And he has 7 carries now for 43 yards. He gets the ball again. Flag is down the middle of the field. That's right in the area of holding. I think he got back to line of scrimmage. That was about it, as he was tackled by Sean Dugan. And we'll check the flag. And Seton Hill is clapping on the play. Maybe another face mask.
That's right.
Let's see what the penalty is.
I was going to say, move that food so you don't sit down on it.
I appreciate that. A head slap, a 15-yard personal foul against Millersville.
Oh.
And that's their second major penalty of this drive. And instead of 3rd and 5, it'll be 1st and 10 for Seton Hill at the 26.
And Kurt, the Griffins got to take advantage here. The offense has been moving the ball very well. Got to keep it going here and find a way to get some more points on the board here and take advantage of these penalties by Millersville.
1st and 10. Hand off to Sweeting. He picks his way through. Gets about 2 near the 24. 3.5 to go. Clock running here in the third. 2nd and 8 now for Seton Hill at the 20. They'll mark at the 23. They'll give him 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7. Sin-Q Sweeting nearing 100 yards rushing today after a big 52-yarder back in the second quarter. Strong. He's got Bird on his right hip. Firing towards the end zone. Alardo's down there. He caught it. Touchdown! Touchdown, Seton Hill. A nice pitching catch from Strong of 23 yards to Michael Alardo. And Michael Alardo, TJ, 2 monumental plays to get his team in the end zone.
Yeah, he's had a big game. You know, we've seen him not only making some plays, we saw him out throwing blocks down the field, but what a huge catch there in that corner of the end zone again by Alardo. And here is the replay. And again, look at the job by the offensive line, giving Strong all kind of time. Great throw, and there it is by Alardo. And the coverage was there for Millersville, but Alardo did a better job going up to get it.
And Hanau adds the extra point. Let's take a timeout with 2:54 to go here in the third quarter. Seton Hill 31, Millersville 31. You're watching Seton Hill football exclusively on WestmorelandSports.com.
When I'm looking to hit big on my PA lottery numbers, dive into my favorite magazine, or just read the sports page, I stop into the Greensburg Newsstand on West Otterman Street. The Greensburg Newsstand has a little bit of everything. Newspapers, magazines, paperback books, and a wide variety of greeting cards, even candy, snack foods, and soft drinks. And it's open 7 days a week. The family-owned and operated Greensburg Newsstand, West Otterman Street in downtown Greensburg. There's something for everyone at the Greensburg Newsstand.
Branded Solutions in Pittsburgh is your one-stop shop for all your promotional needs. Looking for signage for your next big event? How about branded shirts to promote your organization? Need trophies or medals created? We can do that too. Branded Solutions also works with clients on custom sports marketing campaigns, web design to drive sales, and even special social media promotion. To find out how Branded Solutions can work for you, give them a call at 412-323-0560. That's 323-0560. Or visit creative-bs.com. Branded Solutions.
Kendall Pitts on the return from his own 20 after the short kickoff by Hanau up to about the 30-yard line. And with 2 minutes and 47 seconds left for the third quarter, Seton Hill takes the lead again, TJ.
6 plays, 88 yards, 209. Strong to Alardo, 23 yards. So Alardo has 89 yards and a touchdown on 4 catches. Strong is 20 of 34, 270 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception today.
And all the scoring 69 points. The longest time possession of any drive thus far in the game has been 4:42. That was the opening possession touchdown, opening score by Seton Hill. Now they lead by 7. 2:47 for the third quarter. Colin Shank has 5 receivers. Empty backfield. Throwing over the middle, caught, and he dropped it. He threw the ball behind him. He was trying to get the ball to Xavier Jenkins, and the ball was behind him. And I believe knocking it away on the play again was Fardon Allen.
That's what, yeah. Again, Hatta just couldn't haul it in there. Was Jenkins. Here it is.
It's a little bit behind him.
Actually, that was what? No, 58, I think.
I believe it was linebacker Jaquan Thompson who was there on the coverage. So 2nd and 10 for Millersville. And Shank's going to fire. He's got Wiggins near the 45, and that's a first down. And that's a gain of 14 at the 45.
Tyrell Best Savage on the coverage there, but not before Millersville moves the sticks.
2.5 to go in the third. 405 yards on offense for Seton Hill. Millersville started this possession with 3:59, and they moved the sticks on that one. Shank's going to hand off, trying to get outside, turning the corner, gets a block, and there's a flag down right in the area of holding. Tyrone Gibson very patiently went around the right end, but a flag came down in the area of holding. And not only have we had lots of yardage, DJ, we've had tons and tons of penalty and a holding penalty against Millersville in that last possession, the touchdown for Seton Hill, 2 15-yard penalties against the defense of Millersville.
I believe that's going to be penalty 9 on Millersville. Seton Hill has 10 penalties.
Well, you know, in an offensive game like this where the offenses are out there so much, I guess you could expect that.
Yeah.
Before that play, well, before the series, there have been a total of 110 plays already run between both offenses. And like I said, they're nearing 800 yards in total offense with 2 minutes to go in the third. Kurt Lowe, TJ DeStefano, live here at Offutt Field, historic Offutt Field, and a barn burner, an offensive show. Shank, he's got a man open on the far side, and a nice catch across the 40 to the 47-yard line, and on the catch was Xavier Jenkins as he went high for it on the boundary, and he's going to pick up some good yardage all the way up to the 47-yard, a gain of 12. It'll make it 2nd and 8 with 1.5 minutes to go with the clock ticking here in the third. That was an over-the-shoulder catch, like a center fielder with the ball over his head.
Right along the far sideline and cut back into the field of play.
And now we have another flag down. Check that, stoppage of play. And a equipment issue with the tight end, Zillen. Looks like his shoulder pad came out of out of his jersey. 2nd and 8. 1:15 to go in the third. Colin Shank, the quarterback. He sends Jenkins in motions this way. Over the middle, he fires, and the ball's caught, and a nice catch was made by Nai Kotai Nikoyi. And he's got a first down to the Seton Hill 33, a gain of 16. Check that, a gain of 20. Under a minute to go here in the third. Shank, no huddle again for Millersville. He's going to send Jenkins in motion this way again. Back to throw, firing over the middle. Looking for Wiggins, incomplete. Just underthrew him. Should be overthrew him. And it looks like the coverage was provided by Noah Davis. It'll be 2nd and 10 with 38.6 seconds to play here in the third quarter.
The best Savage was also out there as well.
Boy, the defenses have got to be tired, TJ.
I know.
Now, can you imagine what it was like if it was like 90 degrees out there on a hot day?
Oh, yeah, it'd be 10 times worse than it is.
And we knew it was going to be a close game. We had no idea. It'd be 69 points on the board with 38 seconds in the third. 2nd and 10 for Millersville. Shank. He's got Gibson on his right hip. Throws over the middle, caught by Jenkins. He's got a first down at about the 22-23 yard line. It's a gain of 11, and that could be the last play of the quarter. Now they got one more play. Now they may not have to, but the way that they're going, they might as well go.
Might as well keep going. That was Best Savage on the coverage again there, but not before Millersville is able to move the sticks again.
15 seconds on the big clock, 20 on the play clock, so they got to take one more shot at it on 1st and 10 from the Seton Hill 22. Empty backfield, 5 receivers. Colin Shank back to throw. Firing over the middle, he's got Wiggins down there, almost intercepted.
Wow.
And it was actually, could have been intercepted, but I think the two Seton Hill players knocked each other off the ball. And we have a flag in the backfield. That's right in the area of roughing the passer, I would think.
Yeah,
I didn't see the ball. I didn't see what happened after the throw was made. And they're going to call, yes, roughing the passer, I believe, against Seton Hill.
Yeah, is that the second time? I think
it is.
That's the second time there was a roughing the passer on Seton Hill.
Let's see what happened here.
Right.
Yeah, it was definitely late.
And it
was a good call.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessary.
Yeah. That's a killer for Seton Hill.
1.8 seconds for the third quarter. Let's see if they'll start the clock.
Not yet it's a killer, but it moves Millersville even closer, though.
And they have a 1st and 10 at the 11. Time for one more play for the quarter. Shank rolling to the near side. He's going to throw. He tried to throw it back to the other side, and he throws a pop pass, and the ball's out of bounds and incomplete. He got the ball to Gibson. Another flag is down late.
I think it's going to be 99. Is that who? I think they're going to get 99 for Seton Hill. Perkins, Jeremy Perkins, maybe.
Redshirt sophomore from Uniontown, PA, just down the road about half hour, 40 minutes.
He was in the backfield, and right when the flag was thrown, you saw him like just trying to plead his case with the referee.
Let's see if we get a. They should have now.
Another one.
The quarter cannot end in a defensive penalty.
We didn't see it on the replay, but it's 2 roughing the passer penalties in a row.
And back-to-back plays, you bet. Got to move the ball all the way down to the 5-yard line. We'll have one untimed down here from the 5-yard line. 1st and goal for Millersville. And with the way they're going, they're probably going to go for the gusto and go for 6. Shank's got 3 receivers to the short side and the far side of the field. And he's going to hand off to his running back, and he's going to try to bounce outside. He can't get there. He's going to lose yardage. That was Kobe Miranda, and mercifully so, that's going to end the third quarter. 38-31 in favor of Seton Hill, but knocking on the door, aided by 2 roughing the passer penalties against Seton Hill, has Millersville set up a 7-yard line. Let's take a timeout. You're watching Seton Hill football right here on WestbourneSports.com.
This is no ordinary university. This is a place where learning is transformed, where students come to advance as artists, as entrepreneurs, as individuals who will make a difference. This is technology in the service of teaching, a window to a world of possibilities. This is Seton Hill University, and it's all within your reach. This is the way up.
Progress, first in turf.
I thought Progress was a very professional organization. They were as easy to work with as you could find. The conditions are virtually always perfect in terms of what you're practicing on. And the finished product was just about as good as we could hope for.
Progress, first in turf.
Second and goal for Millersville at the Seton Hill 7. Both teams were now at 821 yards in total offense with a quarter to go. Shank back to throw. Looking towards the far side into double coverage, and the ball is intercepted by Seton Hill.
Allen.
And it was Fardan Allen picked it off, and a bad throw by the quarterback, Colin Shank. And TJ threw it in a double coverage and gives Seton Hill the credit. I think it was actually Tyrell Savage, wasn't it?
It was
Savage. Just a bad throw by Shank. He hasn't made many of those today.
No.
And he threw in a double coverage. He had two receivers over there in the same area, but the double coverage, it was Savage also got the pick. But you were right, Fardan Allen was there as well, as they had him inside and out. And a huge turnover gives the ball to Seton Hill to start the fourth quarter.
Seton Hill ducks the big bullet after the two roughing the passer penalties.
Wow.
And survives that. Wow is right. So let's see if the offense can respond here for the Griffins now.
And they're going to hand up the middle. And getting a carry near the 24 is Sing-Q Sweeting. As he gets 4 yards, it'll be 2nd and 6. Sweeting now with 11 carries for 82 yards. Half a minute gone by in the fourth. Seton Hill by 7. Swing pass caught at the 25, near the 30. A late flag comes in, and they might get, that's in the area of holding. Looked like Matthew Williams was out there blocking. Let's see if the call goes against him as he pleads his case. It would have been a first down as he got the ball out here in the flat to Timothy Noodle. Let's see what the flag is. And it is holding against Seton Hill.
Wow, the penalties. That's going to be one here. That's penalty 13 for Seton Hill.
9 against Millersville.
Yep.
And so now both teams are over 100 yards in penalty yardage. So we have over 800 yards in offense and over 200 yards in penalties. That's 1,000 yards right there,
There
TJ.
we go.
Like I mentioned to you, back in the early second quarter, the team has the ball last, maybe win the game.
And as I said then, the way we're going, that's probably going to be the case.
So it's going to be 2nd and 10. The penalty was downfield. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for Seton Hill. Down the middle, he's got a man open and just overthrow him. He had Matthew Williams wide open, did Christian Strong, and he overthrew him. And Strong came into this half 20 of 34 with an interception for 270 yards and 3 touchdowns. So now it's 3rd and 10. Boy, that's a big missed opportunity, up by 7 points. He put a little too much air underneath it.
Here it comes. Yeah, and he makes that catch. That's a touchdown. I mean, there was a defender in the area, but that's a good shot. That's 6 points there for Seton Hill.
Matthew Williams open by 7 feet. Low snap, Strong. Fires over the middle. He's got him in there. It's Williams again. And this time he's got a first down across the 40 to the 45-yard line. And that's a gain of 25. Same pattern, TJ. And he was wide open again.
Yep, and this time it's right on the mark as well. Nice job by Strong. And Williams, he's been going to Williams a lot here today.
If he gets him in stride, that's a touchdown. Yep. Oh, he would just stumble.
Yep. Yeah, he stumbled.
Was wide open.
The turf monster got him out there.
Gain of 24.
But you're right, if he doesn't stumble, I mean, there's 2 guys out there. Again, I don't know if he gets a touchdown, but that might have been into Millersville territory deeper.
His 5th catch for 57 yards. Now a quick outlet. He's got some room across midfield, still going. He breaks free. 1 man to beat. Inside the 20. Takes a flag at the 10 and knocked out of bounds about the 8-yard line. And on the catch was Timothy Noodle.
Do we have a
flag in the backfield that's holding against Seton Hill. Wow, that's their 13th penalty or 14th penalty? Their 14th.
14th penalty.
And that's another holding penalty. Wow.
That's a killer right there.
And that was a 50-yard pitch and catch.
That is now erased because of a holding penalty.
Well, this could be a big possession for Seton Hill. If they can get up by 2 touchdowns, maybe they'll put the game away, but 2 holding penalties on this possession, it really cost them big.
It has. Can't afford to make, mistakes like that.
Penalty number 14. Clock stopped with 13:42 to go in the ball game. Seton Hill led. We were tied at 7 at the end of 1. It was 24-21 Seton Hill at halftime. 38-31, that's where we stand at the end of 3. Now a minute and a half gone by here in the 4th. Strong, he's got Sweeting on his left hip. Trip receivers to the far side, it's Sweeting. Trying to get outside, turns the corner, makes a move. And he's going to get up near the 36-yard line. And it was second down. Yeah, it was second and, they say second and 10 on the clock. That can't be right. And it's more like third down and almost 20. You call it 18. It'll be second down, excuse me, after the penalty at the 36. Here they come again, no huddle. Strong throws quickly. Caught by Alardo, breaks the tackle. Alardo across midfield, looking for the first down. He gets up to about the 47-yard line. And that's a gain of 17 yards for Michael Alardo. And he's having himself a heck of a ball game too, TJ. 5 catches, he's now over 100 yards and a touchdown.
Right there's the key, a little stutter step to the inside.
3rd and 1. Sweeting, first down, and he gets to the 42-yard line. And that's a gain of 5, and they'll move the chains with 12.5 to play. Michael Alardo has come up big for this Seton Hill team, TJ. That was a great, he broke another tackle. He's not that big either, only 5'9". He now has 106 yards receiving on 5 catches and a score. And Sweeting gets the first down. He has 83 yards rushing. Strong fires this side, caught, makes a move, breaks the tackle at 35, and out of bounds at the 30. And on the pitch and catch was John McKell, the 4th. He's got a first down, a gain of 12.
And the Griffins offense moving it right down the field here. Millersville hasn't been able to come up with a stop here.
Under 12 to go. And Strong fires, caught. Breaking free is McKell, the 4th, inside the 15, near the 14-yard line. And that's a gain of 16 more. Christian Strong feeling it here in the 4th quarter, excuse me. In the red zone at the 14. 2.5 minutes gone by. Check that. 11.5 to play. And they try to throw a pass over the middle. It's actually deflected and caught by the lineman. And it was knocked down at the defensive line. I think it was
Sheldon Snell, number 25.
And that goes for an official reception, I believe, to Uriah Golding. He actually lost 4 yards. Check that, 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 15 for Seton Hill. Back at the 19-yard line. If they get a field goal out of here, get a 2-score lead, it'd be the biggest lead of the game for either team. 4 minutes and change gone by here in the 4th. Strong back to throw. Fires to the other side. That one is intercepted.
55.
And Strong. They tried a little quick slant to the outside.
Tanner Dean.
Tanner Dean just got both big paws up there, and Seton Hill's turned away. And that couldn't have come at a worse time.
Wow. Big turnover here.
I think he was trying to get the ball to Alardo on the far side.
Yeah, look at Alardo when they're trying to knock the ball out. You could see on the replay, but Tanner Dean pulls it down at a bad time to turn it over. Seton Hill was trying to recover from a couple penalties there. They're moving the ball, and then all of a sudden the turnover ends the drive here. So now the defense is going to have to try to dig in here and come up with some stops.
10:45 left in the ball game. Colin Schenk, the quarterback for Millersville. Back to throw, fires short, caught by Zillen. He's going to get a short gain, maybe 4 or 5 yards. And on the tackle for Seton Hill, I believe it was Tyler Affa. They're going to say gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 for Millersville at their own 39. Bright sunshine as it warms up here at historic Offutt Field. A track meet masquerading as a football game. Schenk. He's got Gibson on his hip. And he's going to hand off to him. Nope. Yeah, that's his fullback. Check that. That's Phil Overton. He sneaks the first down. I think he's got it at the 43. And they'll give him a first down.
Joseph Culpepper on the stop there for the Griffins. Not before a first down, though.
Schenk hands again to Overton. He's got room in the midfield across into Seton Hill territory to the 45, a gain of 12. And Millersville moves the sticks again. And that was a tough interception, TJ, because the defense turned him away the possession before on the interception in the end zone. Here comes Overton again. But this time they got him in the backfield for a loss.
91, Spries.
Eric Spries, the 6'4", 225-pound defensive end from North Allegheny High School in Pittsburgh. makes it a loss. It's 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 14.
And you watch this here. Well, the end of this replay, Seton Hill was making a change there, and Millersville actually got the ball snapped before Seton Hill was even set, but the Griffins are able to get in there and cause a negative play.
9:15 to go. Shank quickly over the middle. Caught and still on his feet near the 40-yard line. And on the pitch and catch, on the run was Nai Kotai Nikoi.
Your favorite name.
Yes, I try at least. From the 41, that is a gain of 6. It'll be 3rd and 6 for Millersville at the 41 of Seton Hill. Empty backfield. 5 receivers. Shank over the middle. He's got a completion to Overton. Overton free again inside the 25 near the 21-yard line. He scored that one play over the middle, very similar play, and that's a gain of 20.
That was Jaden Emberton Gaines on the stop there.
And they move the ball to the 21 as we hit the 8:30 mark of the 4th quarter. 7-point lead for Seton Hill. Millersville driving again. Colin Shank, the quarterback, empty backfield. Back to throw. Over the middle and way over the head of his intended receiver, Xavier Jenkins. As Colin Shank misfired, it'll be 2nd and 10. As there's 8:11 to play in the game. Big missed opportunity by Seton Hill. The defense got the interception in the end zone. The offense drove all the way deep in Millersville territory inside the 30, but a turnover after the big penalty. 2 holding penalties really set the offense back. Shank has got Overton on his right hip. Now he shifts over to the left. Shank fires the far side, caught and knocked out of bounds. I believe it was Kevin Wiggins on the reception. It was. Gain of about 9. It'll be 3rd and 1, I believe, at about the 18-yard line.
3rd down and 1.
Check that at the 14-yard line.
Best Savage pushes Wiggins out of bounds there on the coverage.
And they're going to give it to Overton up the middle. He's got a first down near the 10. On the tackle for Seton Hill, it looked like it was Jaquan Thompson. 7:45 to go, clock ticking. Millersville threatening again to tie the ball game. Both teams have gone no huddle the entire game as they're closing in on 1,000 yards in total offense. And we go empty backfield again, and this time Coach Collins is going to use his 2nd timeout. Let's take a timeout as well. 7:28 to play in the ball game. Seton Hill 38, Millersville 31. You're watching Seton Hill football exclusively on WestmorelandSports.com.
This is no ordinary university. This is a place where learning is transformed, where students come to advance as artists, as entrepreneurs, as individuals who will make a difference. This is technology in the service of teaching, a window to a world of possibilities. This is Seton Hill University, and it's all within your reach. This is the way up.
Progress, first in turf.
I thought Progress was a very professional organization. They were as easy to work with as you could find. The conditions are virtually always perfect in terms of what you're practicing on. And the finished product was just about as good as we could hope for.
Progress, first in turf.
First and goal for Millersville at the 8-yard line of Seton Hill. Shank throws over the middle, caught, and the ball's broken up. Got it behind him. Actually, it was Overton as the ball went through his hands. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 7. Check it from the 9. Excuse me, TJ.
I believe that was Best Savage again there, in there on the defensive stop.
2nd and goal from the 9. Shank back to throw. He fires over the middle, and it's incomplete. Underthrown, looking for Xavier Jenkins. He was wide open, but Shank just hurried it. That was a Shankopotamus. And so it'll be 3rd and goal from the 9. 7:21 to go. Seton Hill defense trying to hold on. Big play for the defense.
Yeah, that would have been.
You like that Shankopotamus with Shank? I wouldn't normally do that unless it was a punt, you know?
Yes, I like it.
38-31. Colin Shank. He's got Overton on his left hip. 3rd and goal from the 9. And he's going to roll out, firing towards the back of the end zone. Incomplete. And they're going to call a penalty. I'm not sure that ball was catchable as the receiver was going out of the other side. He was falling away from the pass. There was contact, TJ, but I don't agree with that penalty.
They're going to call it on Allen, I believe.
The ball, like I said, the receiver was going the opposite way, and he never could have stopped and made the catch. Let's check the replay. I don't think that was a catchable ball. Like I said, the receiver's going the opposite way. They're not going to show it to us on this one, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 2. 7:16 to play. That was 3rd and 9. It should have been 4th down.
Yep.
I think Shank's going to hand off to his running back here from the 1-yard line, and he's going to, and he did not get in.
No.
On the carry was Kobe Miranda. And the defense holds for one more play. Under 7 to go in the ball game. It was Cole Shooker on the tackle. 2nd and goal. From the 2, he actually lost a yard. Shank, he's got Miranda again. Kobe Miranda seeks the end zone. I don't know if he got there. He did not. It'll be 3rd and goal.
Wow.
6:40 to go, clock rolling. And the coaching staff thinks a quarterback sneak.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
And let's see if Shank gets under center. And he's going to.
Yep. Watch for it here.
Let's see if they try to get the push again from the running back. 3rd and goal from the 1. And the fullback's going to be lined up behind him. And the fullback pushes. And they're going to say no touchdown as of yet. They're going to mark the ball. Let's see, it is a touchdown for Colin Shank. And they lined the fullback behind the quarterback, and he pushed his way in.
The coaches next to us, I see no coaches are saying they can't push him in like that. There we go.
He sure did. That was a push in the back.
Yeah. Didn't that happen before, too?
I was going to put his helmet down. Yeah, on Shank's first touchdown on a quarterback
sneak. You said the same thing, yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
And now Farley will try to tie it. 6:10 to play. And the kick is on the way, and it is right down the middle. Let's take a timeout. 6:10 to go in the ball game. Millersville 38, Seton Hill 38. You're watching Griffin football right here on WestmorelandSports.com.
Next play, next play, next play. Colorado, get to the ball. Let's go. It's shut down time, baby. Shut it down, baby. Let's go. Inches, baby. Inches. We already know. So bring it up. Here you go. We're good. We're going to go trade down 56 smash.
Hey, let's go. Trade down 56 smash on me. Ready?
Right here, right here. Right here, ref. Right here. No warning. Let's see. Fuck that back. Single back. Single back.
Rick, hey! Rick! Go! Now, get up! Easy, Denver! You know I'm coming. Easy, Denver! You know I'm coming. Easy,
Pooch kick. Taken by one of the upmen at the 30, 35, and about the 36-yard line. On the return was Jaden Morris, 6'2", 220-pound linebacker from Tampa, Florida. And TJ, I'd be remiss if I didn't, as someone who lived in Florida for 15 years, to mention the challenges those people. And I lived in Sarasota, which is where the hurricane now looks like on the west coast of Florida.
Yeah.
Yes, and his family's there. Wow. That I lived through a hurricane. Trust me, you don't ever want to experience that.
Oh, I'm sure.
And I'm never going to do it again.
Smart guy.
So 1st and 10 for Seton Hill at their own 36-yard line. 6 minutes and change left here in the ball game. Let's see if the offense can get something rolling here. 14 plays, 67 yards. Sweeting on the delay, bounces outside. Gets about 2, maybe 3 yards to the 38. He has 14 carries now for 92 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7. Check that. 2nd and 8 from the 38-yard line, gain of 2. Under 6 to play. If this is one of those times you're going to grind out a 14 or 15-yard play drive, this would be the time to do it and milk as much of that clock off, but they got to get the lead first.
That's right.
Christian Strong fires short, caught by Sweeting. Great, nice tackle on the play by Millersville. On the tackle was
29.
Colin Sir. Yep. If he doesn't stop Sweeting, he could be a bigger gain. Sweeting's going to get to the 37-yard line. Gain of 1. It'll be 3rd and a long 7. They've got to get up to the 46-yard line.
There's Sir. He read it the whole way.
He sure did.
Right
If he doesn't make that tackle, Sweeting's got a lot of room. Big play. 3rd and 8. Here comes the blitz. Strong play action. He's got a man down here, and it's overthrown. Oh. He had his man open, Ty George. If he just lofts it down there, that's a touchdown. And Christian Strong misfires, and that's going to get the ball back to Millersville offense. A 3-and-out, the last thing that Seton Hill needed, and he had him wide open.
He did. He had about at least 5 steps on the defender.
And he had plenty of time to Christian Strong. He just airmailed it.
Yep, good job again. The offensive line. Yeah, he had about maybe 2 or 3 steps on 23 on the coverage. That was Pitts.
4:54 to play. And Stewart's line drive kick is going to bounce at the 30, and it's going to roll.
Oh, here we go.
Inside the 10, and rolling near the 6.
Nice.
That's going to be a 56-yard punt for Matt Stewart. And now Millersville is backed up inside their own 6-yard line, but 94 yards for them is not a big deal.
I was going to say, the way these offenses have been going up and down the field, Kurt, yeah, you're right. It doesn't matter where they've been on the field.
486 for Seton Hill, 476 for Millersville. Like I said, you're rolling up on, that's over 900 yards. You're rolling up 1,000 yards. And Millersville will be backed up at their own 6-yard line. 4:40 to go. And what a big missed opportunity by Christian Strong. As he had Ty George wide open on a seam route, it would have gone the distance. Now the defense has got to come up with a stop again. They try a little outside run, and going nowhere, losing 2 yards. On the play was Kevin Wiggins and the jet sweep. 4.5 to go, clock ticking. It'll be 2nd and 12. Back at the mark at the 5, 2nd and 11 now.
Tyler Affa, Malik Scott, the 2 guys in there to blow the play up.
4:15 with the clock ticking down. 2nd and 11 at the 5 for Millersville. Now they send Wiggins in motion the opposite way. Strong back to throw. He's looking. He's got to throw down the middle. He's got to make down the incompleted, overthrown. A flag is down in the backfield. They may get defensive holding. Unless they're going to say maybe the coaching staff was on the field maybe for the Millersville. And they're going to call a sideline penalty. Now, I think, is that a warning, I believe, or this is a second warning?
Sideline warning.
I think one of the coaches came on the field, and wide open was Kevin Wiggins, but overthrowing him was Colin Shank.
I think it's the unbalance here, Coach. Sideline violation, Millersville.
And it's 3rd down. I think I would decline. Now, is it a loss of down as well? I think I'd rather have 3rd and 11, TJ, than 2nd and 13. I wouldn't give this team any opportunities as you can. 4:03 to go. And it's going to be, now the clock says 3rd down. The marker still says 2nd, though, on the far side. They're backed up at their own 3. They got to get out to the 16. They need 13 yards, 4:03 to go. Shank back to throw over the middle, and the ball almost intercepted. Vardan Allen almost had the pick. But the defense comes up with a critical stop, and give credit to Matt Stewart, a 52-yard punt at a critical time. 3:57 to go.
Yeah, the punt was huge, and that big stand there by the defense, that would have been great to have an interception. But Seton Hill will take it and force a punt, and the good thing here, Kurt, is Seton Hill can have good field position here as the punter is going to be punting this from the back of the end zone.
Yes, he is.
That's
it's Joey Farley, the kicker. Low snap. He fields, line drive, kicks, but he's got to hurry to come get it. And he lets it bounce. Sinku. He's going to pick it up. Let's see if he can outrun the coverage inside the 45 to the 44-yard line. Yeah, I thought he was standing too far deep to begin with at midfield with the kicker standing with his feet on the end line. He was able to save it and get up to the 43-yard line. Fantastic field position for Seton Hill with 3:44 to play.
Yeah, on the plus side of the field here, and see if the Griffins could put together this big drive we were talking about, kill the clock and get some points and come away with a win here.
Sin-Q Sweeting retreated all the way to his own 48-yard line. And he gets about, let's give him 8 yards in the return. So Seton Hill set up at the 43. 3:44 to play. Christian Strong's going to hand off to Sweeting. Sweeting cutting back, runs into some traffic, gets then near the 40, gain of 3.
Little dive at the end there by Sweeting after, as you mentioned, Kurt ran into some resistance. He dove forward, picked up a couple extra yards there.
Give him 2, 2nd and 8. 3:20 to go in the ball game. Both teams have combined for almost 1,000 yards on offense. We are knotted at 38. 2nd and 8. Clock ticking to 3:10. Strong. He's going to hand off. And I believe it's Malik Owens on the carry. Khalil Owens. Inside the 40 to the 39. 2:55 to go. It'll make it 3rd and about 6.
And he drove right into the pile and then got driven back. 3rd
and 6 from the 39. 2:40 to go. They ran the ball twice in a row. Here comes a blitz. Strong back to throw. He's got time. He's got a completion. Oh, and he couldn't hang on. I don't think he wouldn't have the first down anyway. It was Malik Owens out of the backfield. The flag is down in the backfield. They're going to holding against Seton Hill. And that's going to force a 4th down. They're going to have to punt again.
That was Dinkins on the coverage, and another penalty.
2:33 to play.
Costly penalty here. Going to cause a punt situation.
He wouldn't have the first down anyway.
Yeah, well, it's true.
The ball was low.
Yeah.
Malik Owens, they're going to go for it at the 39-yard line. Coach Collins.
Here we go.
Ice water in his veins. They need 6. I don't think he wants to give the ball back to the other offense.
No,
I can't say I blame him. Here comes the blitz again. Strong, he's got time. Over the middle, the airmail's hit. And it's going to be incomplete, and it's going to be a turnover on downs.
Wow.
They sent the blitz, did Millersville. And now Millersville has good field position at their own 39-yard line with just 2:28 to play. That's the second time they went for it on the other side of the field on 4th down, and it goes incomplete. So Seton Hill needs the defense to stand up one more time. .148 seconds left in the football game in a tie game. Shank. Overton next to him. He throws outside, and the ball is incomplete. And that'll be 2nd and 10. Just underthrew it, TJ.
He did. Going for, and then Noah Davis came up pretty quick there as well in pursuit out of the defensive backfield.
Nai Kotai Nakoi. 2nd and 10 from the 39. And the flag is down, false start. It'll go against Kevin Wiggins as he started in motion after Shank pulled out from center. That'll make it 2nd and 15, back at the 34. You almost have to wonder if maybe Coach Collins should have punted the ball, TJ.
Yeah.
I guess it's too late now. 2nd and 15 from the 34. 2:23 left in the game. Unless we go to overtime. Empty backfield. Shank back to throw, firing over the middle. It's caught, nice catch. And he's going to get up near the 44-yard line. On the catch was Xavier Jenkins. He's going to get to the 44. That's a gain of, let's call it 8. It'll be 3rd and a critical 7. Check that, 3rd and 6. Under 2 to go. Clock ticking. Empty backfield again. And the DBs are back for Seton Hill. They need to move up, I think. And Shanks is going to air around down here to field. It's caught by Overton out of the backfield, and he has a first down at the 36-yard line, and that's a gain of 23 yards.
Brent Leone was on the coverage there, but not before a big gainer and a first down for Millersville into Seton Hill territory.
Call it a gain of 21. Under 2 to go. We're down to 140. Millersville has the ball at the Seton Hill 36. Shank's going to hand off to Overton. He made a big play before, but this time he's going to go down. No gain on the play, and I believe that was Cole Shooker. No, it's Tyler Affa on a tackle.
Yep, Affa had him.
Minute 25 for the ball game.
He had him and wasn't letting go there. Got into the backfield.
Loss of 1, 2nd and 11. Empty backfield again. Colin Shank fires to the middle. It's caught, and a huge hit made on contact.
He's at 40.
Looks like Brent Leone. Is that right?
Yep.
A minute to go. Under a minute. 3rd and 7. 55 seconds. Clock ticking. Millersville. They have 1 timeout remaining. 3rd and 7. The defense needs a big play. Shank's got Overton on his left hip. Over the middle, he fires. The ball's incomplete, and it'll be 4th down. Wow, the ball was just behind him with 37 seconds to go. And you have to wonder, maybe Millersville will go for it right now, TJ, with only 37 seconds left to play in the ball game. It's 4th and 7. They're going to burn their final timeout. We're going to leave it right here.
Going to think this over here.
37.2 to be exact. In a tie ball game.
And they need to get to the 26-yard line for the first down.
And they won't have much time left after that. So right from wherever they are right, well, if they took a field goal here, it'd be a 50-yarder.
That's a possibility.
I will say with their offense, 3rd and 4th and 7's not, that's not within out of reach at all.
No, not how we've seen them move it up and down the field here today.
And we hit the 6 o'clock mark, 3-hour game, with still 37.2 to go. And they're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here's the ball game right here. The clock will stop if they get a first down, but if Seton Hall can stop them, the clock will stop as well on the change of possession. Colin Shank, the quarterback. He's got Overton on his right hip. Seton Hill shows blitz. Now they send Overton in motion. He's looking to the far side, throws over the middle, and it's caught. He breaks a tackle. He's going to go all the way. It's going to be a touchdown on the run for Wiggins as he caught the slant pattern where he caught a touchdown earlier. He broke a tackle, and he takes it the distance, and with 29.5 to go, a 33-yard touchdown on 4th and 7.
Wow. That's huge. Give Millersville credit. They only need the first down, but Wiggins
broke a tackle and took it to the house.
That was the key, and there it is. Look at that. No one was catching him after that.
And Farley would try to tack on the extra points. High snap, and the kick is good. Let's take a timeout with just 29.5 seconds to play. Millersville 45, Seton Hill 38. You're watching Seton Hill football on WestmorelandSports.com.
"99% of women will survive breast cancer if it's detected early enough. New 3D technology at Axela Health can pinpoint breast cancer better than a standard mammogram. This allows us to reveal breast cancers that couldn't be seen before. From only one angle, you can't see me. But a 3D view changes everything. Schedule your 3D mammogram or walk in on a Wednesday at Axela Health.
45-38, 29.5 seconds to play. Seton Hill has 2 timeouts. And I think you'll see Farley just...
They only have 1.
Oh, no, you're right. Absolutely, TJ. Excuse me. They have 1 timeout. And I don't think you'll see Farley kick the ball deep to sink you sweet. I think he'll just kick one short like he's been doing the entire game.
Yep. That would be the smart play.
Like I said, 4th and 7. This time they kick it away from him.
Yep.
And taking it. And
dropped
fumbling it and picking it up and getting knocked down at the 15-yard line was Malik Scott.
Wow.
Malik Scott returning the kick. Tackled by number 7, Tyrone Gibson.
24.5 to go.
And Seton was a timeout, so I mean, seen stranger things happen here, but
they need 85 yards in order to tie this game up with only one timeout and 24.5 to go.
Yep, they need a touchdown too. That's all. That's what they need. Nothing else will help them.
Well, what they got to do is get the ball up to midfield as best they can and try to, at that point in time, throw a Hail Mary.
Yeah, exactly. Just get somewhere around midfield, like you said, and then they can at least have a shot at the end zone.
Now, last week they ran a hook and ladder. Let's see if they try that again here, try to get the ball upfield. And they get a completion over the middle. They don't get a first down, though.
No.
And it's only clock's going to top, and now an injury on the play.
Yep, so that's going to stop the clock.
Now, will that force them to use their last? Will the referees say they have to use their last timeout? I guess not here. And that's what they're asking. He's going to have to call timeout anyway.
Is that
because
out?
they can't let the clock run.
16 is the injured player. That is Kurt Atkins.
And they will take their final timeout. And just like I predicted, TJ, that team that had the ball last was going to win the game. And for all intents and purposes, that's what's happened here.
Yes.
It's been enjoyable.
It has been.
Seton Hill has their back up against the wall now with just 17.1 seconds to play. And more importantly, down is Kurt Atkins, the 5'9", 160-pound sophomore wide receiver from nearby Washington, Pennsylvania.
Local kid.
Let's hope he gets up.
I did see, I think I saw him play it when he was at Washington doing some high school football games. Pretty good receiver, if I recall.
And he's having trouble putting any weight on that right leg.
Yeah, needs help.
It was a low tackle. And now with 17.1 to go.
And no timeouts now.
Seton Hill needs a minor miracle.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Like I said, they got to get the ball somehow up to midfield. I bet they'll try a hook and ladder.
Yeah, they have to at least get a shot at the end zone. That's what they have to do.
I think they did that at the end of the first half last week. And they get the ball to a lottery, gets out of bounds up near the 35 with 13.5. They'll mark him out of bounds to the 34. It's a gain of, I believe, 17 and a first down. Check that, 14 and a first down. They got to get at least one more of those near midfield. They've got time for 13.5, 2 plays, 3 if they're lucky.
Yeah.
They need to get one more of those, get up near midfield as best they can.
Yeah.
Strong, he can't throw the ball into the inside, and the ball's intercepted, and that's going to end it.
29 on the interception.
Colin Sir.
Yep.
And unfortunately for Seton Hill with 5.9 to go, that's how the ball game's going to end. You know that they were doing at that point, TJ, is because the clock stops with the first down.
They would have had time
to get
up
and
there,
spike the ball,
and have a shot at the end zone.
But unfortunately, Christian Strong, who's had a good game,
Yeah.
but a couple times he's overthrown receivers just like that one. That's going to end the game for Seton Hill.
That's a heartbreaker. I mean, this game was back and forth. Both sides played extremely well, and unfortunately the Griffins are going to come up on the short end here.
That's literally why that guy right there, he's so far back, that's what he's there.
And that's going to end the ball game.
He's standing there just in case they fumble.
Final score, Millersville 45,
Because otherwise they
Seton Hill 38.
Tough loss for Seton Hill. 45-38 in a track meet as both teams combined for over 1,000 yards in total offense. Tough loss, TJ.
Yeah, as I said, both teams played very well for the most part here. And, we saw with all the yards and everything. And unfortunately, Seton Hill just comes up on the short end of it here. It's a tough loss to take. But, I mean, they played a heck of a lot better than they did last week against Bowie State. So, I mean, obviously a better played game. And Now they got to learn from this one and move on to Kutztown next week.
Let's take a time out, and we'll be back with the post-game show. The post-game show is brought to you by Jiggers Pub and Export. Again, the final score here from Offutt Field, Millersville 45 and Seton Hill 38. You've been watching Seton Hill football right here on WestmorelandSports.com.
It's always a great time to stop in at Jiggers Pub and Exports. Jiggers Pub's mouth-watering menu offers something for everyone, featuring pizza, wraps, hoagies, burgers, homemade soups and salads, and of course their award-winning wings. Stop in for lunch and become a member of their lunch program by visiting jiggerspub.com. Thirsty? Jiggers offers over 30 domestic, import, and craft beers with 3 craft brews on tap every day. It's always a great time to stop in at Jiggers Pub, Washington Street in Export.
Fletcher's Outdoor Power Equipment is just the place for all you outdoor working enthusiasts. Family owned since 1985, Fletcher's offers a customer-centered experience and unparalleled service support. From lawnmowers to chainsaws and snowplows and UTVs, Fletcher's is your one-stop shop for your outdoor power equipment. We also offer full service on all of your equipment. Visit our new location at 2510 Route 66 South in Delmont or visit FletcherSalesandService.com. Go Griffins!
Right over this way. You can have a seat right here on the table, and we're going to lie you down. Okay. Right over this way. You can have a seat right here on the table, and we're going to lie you down.
Okay, you about ready to get your first treatment?
Yes, Tom.
Wait till you see how easy this is. You're going to do great.
Right.
It's going to be a piece of cake. You'll see.
Good.
Fighting cancer on all fronts. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. Together.
The team at Three Rivers Orthopedic and Spine Products is comprised of over 150 industry-certified employees. Each one is ready to meet your sales and support requests whenever you need them. Three Rivers sales professionals and surgical technicians are on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to ensure our customers receive the best consultation on any one of our wide range of products to fit their needs. Learn more by visiting the number 3riv.com. And go Griffins from Three Rivers Orthopedic.
Hampton Office Products is a proud furniture provider for Seton Hill University and has been servicing Westmoreland County and the surrounding area for almost 40 years. Hampton Office Products has all the basics with office and teaching supplies, but we also design office furniture along with restaurant and school furniture, which we happily deliver and install personally. Why buy from the big box stores when you can buy local? Stop in our newly expanded showroom at 248 Donahue Road in Greensburg or visit HamptonOffice.com. Family owned and operated since 1976, we're Hampton Office Products.
And back here at historic Offutt Field, Kurt Lowe with TJ DeStefano. And tough loss, TJ, as both teams combined for 1,051 yards in total offense. That's I'm not kidding, fans.
He's not.
540 for Millersville, and they had the ball last. 511 for Seton Hill. And it was a day where the defenses just were outmanned. And not only that, but there were 26 penalties.
Yeah.
11 against Millersville for 107 and 15 by Seton Hill for 123. This is the Jiggers Pub post-game show in Export. And again, the final score 45-38. Let's take a look at the numbers. Rushing the ball, Sin-Q Sweeting had 15 carries for 93 yards, an average of 6.2 a carry. Khalil Owens, 8 carries for 43 yards, 5.4 yards a carry. Evan Bird had 7 carries for 10 yards. And Michael Alardo had 1 carry for 4 yards. Kristen Strong, 29 of 49 for 359 yards and 3 touchdowns. But really the key in the game right there, 3 interceptions.
3 interceptions.
And he missed 20 of his passes, TJ, and there were several times where he had players wide open and just airmailed the ball over the receivers' heads. And those incompletions and those interceptions were really the turning point of the game.
Oh, definitely.
As Seton Hill had a chance to put the game away, looking to get out by 2 touchdowns, and his interception on the 20-yard line was really critical.
Yeah, it was, and those things came back to bite him, as you mentioned, either penalties or some kind of negative play or a turnover. And yeah, you mentioned Seton Hill had several opportunities to put Millersville away, and they just couldn't do it.
Taking a look at the scoring, Seton Hill, their first touchdown was a 1-yard run by Evan Bird. The drive lasted 4 minutes and 42 seconds. Millersville tied it when Shank went in from 1 yard on a quarterback sneak. That drive took 4:05 seconds. And then Millersville went 3 plays and 52 yards within a minute 13 to take a 14-7 lead early in the second quarter. Seton Hill with back-to-back touchdowns, a 17-yard touchdown pass by to Williams from Christian Strong, Matthew Williams that is. And then they scored again with 2:03 to go in the second quarter, and that was Wiggins. Check that, it was Valentino with the 1-yard run, and that gave Seton Hill a 21-14 lead. And then Millersville tied it. That drive lasted a minute 36. And then Wiggins scored from 4 yards out on a touchdown pass by Shank. That drive took a minute 56. Seton Hill got a field goal with 22 seconds left in the half, a minute 41. And then Millersville got a field goal, 2 minutes and 50 seconds in the third quarter. It was tied at 24. And then Sweeting took a 17-yard pass from Strong. It's a fabulous catch in the back of the end zone. And that made it 31-24. That drive took 2:42. As we show the highlights.
There it is. There's the catch in the back of the end zone, right in the corner.
That was amazing, absolutely.
I think that was the one where you said they thought he threw it out of bounds.
It sure looked like it. And then after that, it was Overton on a 27-yard touchdown catch. That drive lasted a whopping 2 minutes and 31 seconds. And then up next will be Michael Alardo, a 23-yard touchdown pass from Christian Strong.
Lardo had a real good game, Kurt. 6 catches, 118 yards, and a touchdown.
Right.
Look at him going up to get that. The coverage was there for Millersville, but Alardo did a better job to go up and get that one. Then he goes through the gate.
That drive lasted 2:09. And then Colin Shank went in from 1 yard out, a whopping. Now, this is a long drive, 4 minutes and 35 seconds. And then we see the final touchdown pass. Wiggins on 4th and 7 from the 33 with, I believe, only 30 seconds to play in the ball game. And that turns out to be a difference in a tough 45-38 loss for Seton Hill. And they'll go on the road next week and take on Kutztown. And that's going to be a tough game on the road for Seton Hill. They needed this win to build some confidence. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen that way.
Yeah, I mean, they beat Kutztown last year. They were the West champs, or the East champs, I mean. But, yeah, it's going to be a tough game next week, first road game of the season, and see how Seton Hill responds. Obviously, I mean, they did a better job than they played, anywhere was going to be better this week than last week. But still things they got to work on. We talked about it, and we'll see what happens next week, but it's going to be a tough one. This is a tough loss. I mean, this game was back and forth, as you mentioned, and unfortunately Seton Hill comes up on the short end.
Colin Shank, 28 of 52 with an interception and 4 touchdowns for Millersville. Their leading receiver was Wiggins, 6 catches for 92 yards and 2 scores, and of course the long one, that 33-yarder to win the ball game. On the other side for Seton Hill, look at Michael Alardo, 6 catches, 118 yards and a score. Matthew Williams had 5 catches for 57 yards, and those two are the leading receivers for Seton Hill. Rushing for Millersville, Kobe Miranda, 12 carries for 51 yards. Phil Overton, 10 carries for 31. But Overton also had 4 catches for 92 yards and a score, so plenty of offense in a game where it could have gone either way.
And look at these defense. Sean Duggan, 21 tackles for Millersville. And on the other side, Emberton Gaines, 15 for Seton Hill. Some defensive guys that had big games. So, it's a tough loss, obviously, for Seton Hill. But, again, see how they respond next week and what they'll take from this game and how they can apply that to next week and see if they can get better and somehow go to Kutztown and get a victory.
In a game that lasted over 3 hours, the final score, again, Millersville 45 and Seton Hill 38. TJ, any last thoughts before we wrap things up here on the Jiggers Pub postgame show?
No, again, just a tough loss for Seton Hill. Obviously, they made some improvements from last week, but still work to be done, and see how they respond next week on their first road game of the season. And we certainly hope that Kurt Atkins is okay for Seton Hill. And as it turned out, we never actually saw Jarvis McClam. Yeah, that's correct.
And we know why, because they wanted to save him for next week.
Yeah, exactly.
We want to thank everyone for watching this afternoon's track meet, masquerading as a football game. And again, the final score, Millersville 45 and Seton Hill 38. For TJ DeStefano, I'm Kurt Lowe. I want to thank everyone for watching, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Good night, everybody.